Jezek resubscribed for 44
Really?
months in a row. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I see an OSU Brainiac and the Chiron X. Is that enough of a
Yeah, so
teaser
that's
screen?
yeah, that's enough of a
Dun,
teaser.
dun, dun.
There's a webcam.
Hello.
Hi there,
Welcome.
everybody.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Good evening. Good morning, depending where you are.
Yes. Welcome to yet another live stream with Corey and Lori.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh my God! Got my Hiroya T-shirt.
Yeah, well.
Lori has a different
I
Hiroya
have
T-shirt.
it. Yes, the one I thought was appropriate for the theme of dungeon.
I see. I could bring this down a little bit, then we'll get less of the poster.
That's okay. They don't need to see Sean's.
There we go. Hello.
Yes, hello. We all there? Do you hear us and everything for a change? That we actually have this thing set up correctly? I would guess so. Oh no. Yes,
All right.
Okay.
We're here. Well, welcome everyone. Whoever many everyone is, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see
Doesn't
two
matter.
viewers on this thing.
Oh well. No
But
viewers
I
on
see
that
a
one.
different one on the other one.
Uh-huh.
So
Yes, good.
I had Golden Drake typing, and Golden Drake's not on my list. So one viewer here. Huh.
Oh, good.
Well, who knows? These
The rest of
programs
you
are,
don't count, you see.
obviously I failed to publicize this adequately. Let's see. Did anyone?
It is March the 22nd.
Are you sure?
Well, I guess because I'm looking at the computer, that's how I tell these things. Yes.
That is apparently 2 days after the official beginning of spring.
Yes.
Spring, but I would have said that the 21st is normally what I
Yes.
think of as the equinox.
Spring has sprung. I hope it's sprung wherever you are. Or, well, fall has sprung if you're way over there.
Let's see. Stream is live.
Yay! Come join us if you're online.
There comes us.
First weekend of spring here in the northern hemisphere, yes. The equinox point that I believe was 2 a.m. your time on the 20th. Time to seek dryads and white stags. And, Arana's peace, because even though it's always peace, the spring in Arana's peace, sometimes it's just good to come.
Sometimes it's springier than others.
Yes, and smell the flowers and remind yourself, because it's easier to get to when it isn't snowy all over the place anyway.
Okay, let's see.
I figure, as cold as we're saying these winters are in these places, then
What's it now?
it's probably a good thing to, have spring come around. Preferably in a peaceful fashion, so as to not become said white stag. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Well, nothing much has changed here from the last time we had.
Are we sure? It's been 2 weeks.
It has been 2
we
weeks.
discovered that back in January that there was an update to Tilly's Tale on Steam, so we probably ought to, at some point, announce that officially.
Yes, well, what we did was make sure that we fixed a major problem with the game.
Yeah, it was a memory issue with music that was greatly improved.
So yes, we're still doing our best to get these games to be the best possible.
Laurie is actually working hard away scripting Feo's adventure, and so it may actually ship sometime in the 2020s, sometime between 2030.
Right. But where art is going to look better and better each time.
Oh, they keep looking brilliant and sounding brilliant.
Yes.
We have a wonderful reggae musician, Dan Polakar, who did The Crimson Diamond with Julia Minamata.
When our meeting with him was on Tuesday, we meet for the Google's Hangout.
Team meetings, our team meetings, yeah.
He was in Jamaica. So, authentic style music, yes.
I had a restaurant near us once. It was Jamaica Me Crazy.
So let's see. What else is in the news for our games?
There's lots of stuff. The Digital Antiquarian, Jimmy Mayer, is going to be doing an article on Quest for Glory 5 soon. Or maybe 2, because I sent him so much material that it may take him 2. Instead of getting my own writing done. It's much easier to answer somebody else's question than to actually come up with something original. I think you all know my Tower of Indomitable Circumstances out at Neoclassical Games. Neoclassical Geek Revival.
Ah, well. Okay. You still can't find it. There it is. Fine.
This is the second one on the list still.
Tisk. You guys aren't searching for it enough. Hi, Coles. Good to see you. Thank you very much, Mr. Toro.
Welcome.
All right. That's his claim to fame.
Mr. Toro Diablo. Secret cow level, no doubt.
Yes. This is Corey's claim to fame. It's how I met him.
Yeah, it's also how I
met my wife. You know.
I met my wife, and how part of how we got the gig at Sierra doing Heroes Quest.
Yes.
Is I basically propped the 1981 version of this up on the desk, along with our newsletter, The Spellbook. It's in between layers over there.
Okay, fine.
They've all
there
seen
it
it.
is. Yeah, I know. You've all seen it. There it is.
There was the original one. We like the new cover much better.
Yes. I shall return to its proper place.
Yeah, we can put these next to each other for a bit.
There, yay!
Tower of Nominal Circumstance. My name's in both of them now.
Yep, he is. He is
I
famous.
got the bad line,
Arthur.
which wasn't always the case at in the gaming industry.
Yes.
But I said, oh yes, I'm a published D&D module writer, and therefore you should hire me to make your playing game.
Yeah, of course he didn't, but they didn't.
So they hired Lori instead.
Yes, right.
Because I wrote a book, she got the gig.
Yeah, what do you know? You never know what you're gonna get. You just have to be ready to take it. Yes.
Reach out and grab the brass ring, or reach out over here where I'm on screen.
Yes, probably. And take your chances, because,
Oh, we have some viewers now.
opportunities knock. Okay, well,
People have
good.
arrived, maybe
Welcome,
because I just
welcome.
re-announced it in
Could
the
be.
Discord. All right, so shall we go play a game?
Well, we should,
Or do you wanna
because
talk about things?
we don't have much to talk about, so therefore we should play a game.
I mean, a lot's been going on. But exciting things like tax prep.
Oh, yeah!
We're going to try for the fifth or sixth time to get solar powered our home after got rejected by the Community
HOA,
Association
yeah.
4 times.
Shall we play a game? Yes, name that movie. I consider that a classic. It wasn't really that great a game, but its philosophy was wonderful.
Well, it's also was magnified for us by the Julia Eckler song.
Yes.
Yeah. Greetings, Professor. Indicate your access, please. I've been waiting at the back door such a long time now. Terminal connection made. How are you feeling today? Logan Joshua and enter. Shall we play a game?
And in fact, we read an article this week about war games and its effect on Ronald Reagan. And the fact is, we may have averted a nuclear war because somebody showed that movie to Ronald Reagan
and he said,
at the right place.
Said, "Oh my God, total nuclear annihilation is a bad thing."
Yes, but mostly he said, "Is that possible?" And
the scenario was in the game, and they said, "Yes. Not only is it possible, but it's already happened."
Right.
That people had already broken into the Department of Defense computers.
So therefore, it scared him enough that suddenly we had took serious
Détente.
Things to make sure that nobody could break into our computers that could, launch the next nuclear war, but also that nuclear war was a bad thing.
That might have been the beginning of the NSA, which spies on all of us.
Hooray for intelligent world leaders.
Uh-huh.
Yes. And I remember Reagan years, which many of you don't, but it was the first year I was when we were kids, we actually, or I don't know if you did, but we had the hide under your desks in case of nuclear attack things in school, in kindergarten. We literally played the
Scrunch
game
up small and put your hand over your head.
because the nuclear bombs would, hit and
blow out the windows and
so therefore this was the best position to be in case of nuclear war. So we actually had the whatever those called,
the game,
fire drills.
Yeah.
Bomb drills for nuclear war.
Uh,
And then I never thought there would be, a problem after that we'd finally, gotten beyond that. And then Reagan came along and he said, we can win a nuclear war. And it was like, oh my gosh, scary times again. Yes.
And War Games talked him out of it because he was an avid, besides having come up through the film industry, was an avid movie watcher and screened films at Camp David every weekend.
With his people, which is good.
And that's why they saw this one. And
all right, the cartoon Duck and Cover, which included the song of the same name. Well, the other one is Weird Al's It's Christmas at Ground Zero, which is one
awesome.
of our favorite, which uses the Duck and Cover cartoons in the course of it. So I really recommend, if you haven't listened to Weird Al, praise.
oh, what a fluke, we're gonna get nuked on this jolly holiday.
Yes, truly a Cheerios song. Yes.
Just so the term "os" people came up with in folk sings for a particularly depressing song, and that's because people liked them so much that they would call more "os," more "os," and so the Cheerios were the songs that were
at Ground Zero songs. Yes.
That had a happy sound to them were actually really depressing.
Yes. So.
Many of our favorites.
Yes, indeed. We have interesting tastes.
Reagan also came up with the Star Wars program to create a laser
just like
shield.
That, Bill. Just like it was skipped up.
Os, yes, just like that. Os.
Yeah, just like you took off the more off the Os.
Yeah, like more Os.
Yeah.
Hello, Bill.
Hey,
welcome.
Okay. We were going to, today we are playing Quest for Glory 2. Trial by Fire. We have been to Rasir, or we arrived at Rasir. We're greeted unpleasantly. We actually managed to save a beautiful woman
By giving her our
visa.
spare set of clothes and our visa, which means we're probably in trouble without the visa, but being in Rasir is pretty much trouble by definition.
Yes. Have you played Heroine's Quest? Any thoughts?
I have played the opening island of Heroine's Quest, and I couldn't actually figure out how to get off the island.
When we were freezing to death.
And I kept freezing to death and losing the game that way. I was having trouble with my fishing. So I was not a star player of Heroine's Quest.
Yes, we're not star adventure game players at the best, so therefore it was a good game, and we really, really want to encourage all of the people who are out there trying to make role-playing games, and
do it,
especially if they're trying to use the Quest for Glory styled game. Well, with 2 thumbs up. Good luck. We really will support you, and we will play you. We'll at least play you on this live stream and try to promote you, because we really feel like this is what's keeping the games alive.
Well, back in the late 70s, early 80s, the thing among tabletop role players is you always had a shelf full or a closet full or a room full of board games and tabletop role-playing modules that you either opened once or never looked at all, but you had to keep buying them because you never knew when you might need them.
Yeah.
So we had a closet in my son's room full of games. And, we eventually got rid of most of them when we moved down here.
Oh, Brainiac found some bugs that he's
Oh, no.
to fix. Well, yes, every game has bugs. But I'm glad
Bugs
you found it,
bugs
and
in
let them know in Heroine's Quest.
Oh, no.
Bill just rewatched War Games a few months ago. It is definitely a vintage computer favorite movie, yes. Possibly the vintage computer movie.
Daryl was another favorite. I don't think we've seen
Daryl.
Daryl.
We didn't see Daryl.
Of course, Jurassic Park is all about Unix hacking. I know that, it's Unix.
Well, yes, right.
And proceeds to drag everything around in 3D.
What games do you enjoy now?
I play
to
a
say.
lot. I play Bridge every day.
Yes, he
pretty
does.
much. And we both play World of Warcraft. Try to restrict that mostly in the evenings, but I did have to make sure I did the weekly fishing derby this morning before the stream.
Yes, and it was really important that I go find a formula for my troll engineer because I just learned that there was such a thing. So yeah, we play WoW
So,
and have played for the past 14
about
years.
about the last 18 years. So the game's been around 20.
Has it really?
Yeah, and we came in about a year into it, so we played 18 or 19
Half a
years.
year into it, actually.
Half a year in?
Yes.
Okay. So when the beta was out, a lot of my coworkers were playing the beta, and I said I better stay away from that. I have a easily addicted personality, and then came the How to Be a Hero book, and Michelle Baker was writing that with Lori. Said, "Oh, you should try out this game, World of Warcraft."
And you were almost saved.
It's all this. Role playing. Real role playing with your friends.
Yeah.
And they were all sitting around the fountain in Stormwind, doing typing in stuff and doing role playing.
Goldshire.
Well, they were in
My
Stormwind
group,
Fountain.
our group was all
the
in
other one.
Goldshire.
Goldshire was famous for people to take off all their clothes and dance on the mailbox
Right.
in front of the tavern in Goldshire. So that was a trope practically. So the second time, said, okay, we'll get the game, and I played it a little with Lori, and 5 or 10 minutes in, I was so sick to my stomach I couldn't play. And the jerky motion and the not quite realistic 3D and so on threw me off. And Lori kept playing for a while. Eventually I decided I had to catch up, so I upgraded my computer with a new graphics card and maybe even a new processor. And that got rid of most of the jerkiness. And to my eternal sorrow, that meant the game was playable and fun.
Yeah.
And so I've been hooked ever since.
There was another quest.
I've quit 3 or 4 times. I always come back.
There was another Quest for Glory-like game that was making the rounds over in Space Quest Historians Discord, I believe, though it fell off a bit when they found out it had AI art.
I don't know what that is. There was a Quest for Glory 4.5, which was reportedly horrible. And that was basically done with Heroes Quest assets. And they just wrote a very sophomoric, juvenile, humorous story around it. And I didn't think it was that awful, but it was not representative of the quality of Quest for Glory. There was a Quest for Glory 6 project going on for the longest time with many, many fans involved. It went on for like 15 or 20 years as gradually, people kept leaving the team and it fell apart.
There's another on Facebook. If you go follow Quest for Glory fans groups on Facebook, they're doing a lot of stuff like that. There's, there is a talk of 6 and they're making characters for it, and it's interesting. And we'll, who knows if it'll go anywhere.
And there's actually a Quest for Glory AArt channel on Facebook.
Art, yes.
Or page, I guess it's called.
That does a lot of interesting things. I don't have a real problem with AI art when it's not done by professional, game companies.
A lot of it's lovely.
Yeah, it's the game companies that could afford real artists that are not hiring them. That's the ones I have a problem with. All right. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, we'll show off some of this. Okay, webcam, desktop.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is a polish filter to the MS Paint image, or maybe a Polish filter. For some reason, the hero's chest, the middle.
Oh, the room of the Yorick's room. Yeah, we did see that variation.
Which one's that?
The North Mirror, where you were playing, where we saw the thing of them playing through it. Huh. Okay.
600.
I guess he was carrying too many rocks.
Let's hear Harem Litteran. 600 rocks.
I see. All right.
The 600 rocks were especially relevant in Quest for Glory 3 because there was a throwing contest, spear throwing. The best way to make yourself good enough at throwing to win the spear throwing contest was to go out on the savannah and keep picking up rocks and throwing them. And that was why for Quest for Glory 4 and 5 we greatly relaxed the skill requirements.
And to simply not rock into Mordor, yes.
Oh, look at that medallion.
Yeah. Look at that face.
Yeah,
that face is hilarious. How about that for our hero? Would you like that?
There's a game that was like that. Okay, so here is a song that someone posted,
Ah, good.
and that was what I was actually here for.
Okay, we
Sorry.
will actually play this.
This is Elsa von Spielberg, Queen, misspelled Spielberg, but it's Steven Spielberg's name instead. Queen of Somalia.
That
and,
way it doesn't violate any copyright.
clearly,
Yes, yeah.
clearly. Of course, Elsa only becomes the Queen of Somalia if she wins the rights of rulership. Or perhaps if you become king and she marries you. I don't know what the rules are.
No.
But there is a link to this in our Patreon. And
okay.
if you, I guess I should link to Patreon. In the sidebar, Patreon, Corey Cole, see. So you can support us on the Patreon. You can also just go there to read the articles. Most of the things I publish there are either public or go public after a month.
I wonder if this author will make compositions for Nawar, Katrina, and Rana. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yes. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077. If you had to make a quest for glory that took place in the future, what would it look like? Interesting. We'll have to have a conversation on that.
Yeah, we'd have to discuss that.
We did try to create a few games.
Yeah, we had a couple of science fiction space games that we proposed at various points. See, LucasArts, one of their very first games was Rescue on Fractalus, where they had developed an algorithm for fractal graphics that would work on like Commodore 64 and Apple II, Atari 800, something like that. And they actually had an 8-bit game with fractals that was quite impressive technologically and probably an okay space game. Yeah, we had... what was the Betrayal one?
Well...
We had a space diplomat one where you crash land on a planet.
Sigma 7, and we had...
Survival on Sigma 7.
That's the one where you crash land, and somebody in your party is a betrayer.
And the whole idea of that was to have separate AI and goals for every party member so that you would choose which ones you were going to party with, and they would each have their own motivations, some of which might have been true. Have we attended the Game Developer Conference? We attended like 2 through 4 of it and a couple others since then. It used to be very affordable.
Or we were talking
small.
at it. Or we would...
We're talking, so we got it free, yeah. And then when it started going up to like $2,000 for a pass, and then another $1,000 or so for hotel and travel, we just couldn't justify it.
And how do we maintain our knowledge in gaming development? We don't.
We don't. We retrofit. So I think we go backwards in skill each year.
Yes, we do. But what we do is
we're
hire people.
Yeah, we're up to about 1957, I think, in our game development skills.
I see. We do hire people to do, the programming and that on our games that actually may have a clue of what's going on.
So Joshua P. Smith was
the Road to Redemption
from New Zealand on Road to Redemption. Did all of the combat AI, and he came up with a grid system that overlaid on top of Unity's normal, grid for finding out where obstacles were and where you could walk and stuff, and showed where you could go in combat, where you were too close to a wall, where the monsters could go, and so on, and then developed all sorts of algorithms. And by the time we got to the actual combat, it was quite late in the project, but he got that thing going to make it practical. So
eventually their skills will go back far enough they'll be programming for ENIAC, and you could actually
and
do
I'll
it.
be reaching up and putting plugs in the boards, and I actually did something like that in college. I took a class in my senior year. I was trying to be I guess we should be full screen
If you're gonna yak, yeah.
if we're gonna yak. So in college, my first couple years of college, they didn't really have any real, what I would call, computer science. What they had was a lot of different programming classes. I learned Algol and Pascal, and I already knew Fortran and COBOL, Snowball, and various other languages. IBM 360 assembly language. My senior year, I wrote a compiler for Pascal in 360 assembler language. So, got quite a few languages out there, but not much of the real computer science theory. But in the senior year, they finally started bringing some of those in, and I took some ones that were electrical engineering classes intended for majors. And one of them was like breadboarding and taking the Intel 4004 chip, which was the half a byte version of the 8008, which is the predecessor to the 8080, which was in the first personal computers. So this is really far back. Oh, Lori's so excited about this. Anyway, but yeah, it was actually, building computers and hardware.
Didn't somebody actually have an ENIAC in their house and was using it as
No,
musical
they had
instrument?
they had a PDP. I think it was 7. It might even been. It might have been a PDP 1 in their house. It filled up most of the living room.
And it was used for music. I mean, you could make it sounds. It sounds whenever you push something, so you could.
Well,
actually...
they used the printer. They could use the noises that the printer naturally made, and then output stuff to the printer in such a way that it would make music.
So yes, geeks and nerds.
One of my co-workers, my first internship at GI Computers in Canada, Sid, not Meyer, but Sid, something starting with S, who was the hardware guy there, taught me how to literally pull out the light bulb from the front of the HP 2100 mini computer and plug in 2 wires there and run them to a speaker with or without an amplifier, and then flash that particular light on the console off and on with program, and if you flashed it fast enough, it would make sounds in the speaker. So you flash it 300 times a second, you get a 300 hertz note.
Wow.
And I made a little keyboard app that.
So yes, our skills do go back to programming.
Yeah, we go back to some pretty, not quite to the ENIAC, but certainly back to the 70s.
Okay, so we were going to play this song for you people.
I was, and we'll go back to the desktop for that.
Yeah, we will.
This was, as we said, somebody posted on the Quest for Glory AI Arts. This is Elsa von Spielberg, Queen of Silmaria.
Shadow, time's cruel embrace. When you stole her, hearts turned to stone. A hero's blade brought her back home. Through fire and ash, she found her spark.
Sorry about that.
From innocence lost, rose a monarch.
Alright, here's a
She bore the pain
piece of crap there.
with eyes of steel.
Sorry.
Wait, I'm doing stuff.
Called forth her destiny revealed. Through fire and ash, she found her spark. From innocence lost, rose a monarch. She bore the pain with eyes of steel. The throne called forth her destiny revealed. Elsa raised her heart ablaze. Through trials dark in glory's haze. Steel-bound queen of Silmaria's shore, a legend forged in the Baron's lore. In the king's trial, her voice rang strong, guiding justice where it belonged. Courage crowned her, a leader new. Silmaria's hope born steadfast, true. The brigand scars, a haunting trace, but strength and will replaced, let her space. Crown regent, proud and bold, her tale of fire and ice retold. Elsa raised her heart ablaze. Heroes dark in glory's hands. Steel-bound queen of Silmaria's shore, a legend forged in the God's lore.
Yes, so meanwhile, Bernard becomes Baron of the Little Valley and probably gets cursed again. He seems like the type not to learn from his past. Perhaps Barnard be turned into a newt.
Well, we'd like to believe.
Or a meep.
A meep.
Yes.
We like to believe that everyone can be reformed and that maybe
Nah.
Bernard will learn his lessons.
Nah. What's going to happen? Okay. On our alternate worlds of, because this is how you have to think when you create these games, is you have to think of these as branching universes. So, if in Silmaria, in Quest for Glory 5, Hero becomes the king and decides to marry Irana or Katrina or Eniba Nawar, it means that what's Elsa gonna do? She's not gonna be queen of Silmaria. So where's she gonna go? Well, she's not gonna
Maybe.
stop being a hero. And maybe she'll just go home and depose her brother and actually start,
Maybe she'll go back and.
she'll save Spielberg.
I was going to say she'll go back and find that poster that said "Heroes Wanted, No Experience Necessary," and buy the Famous Adventurers booklets and learn
how to be a hero.
Learn how,
right.
which actually, she won't learn how to be a hero because she's already a hero. But what she will learn is how to present herself as a hero.
How to market herself.
How to market her heroism.
Yes, and then she too will be queen of something. And just think of who's worthy of being her, best beloved mate.
She could, of course, become a Famous Adventurer franchisee, but I don't see her as having the patience for that.
No, not her personality. But she could take over Spielberg if her brother is incompetent, because she's not going to let Spielberg, abandon it entirely. But we shall never see, because it's just an alternate reality. All right. Do not make illegal copies of this game.
Such as by downloading them from GOG.com, which probably did not have the rights to it when they first.
Yes, when they first got it.
Maybe they did. Who knows? And then we will import a hero, and I'll turn the music down.
Import a hero? We're not importing a hero.
I guess not. Okay, we will continue quest on morning day 3 in Rassir.
Yes, and then we will turn the sound down.
Sound volume. I think I decided 5 was good.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, look at this wonderful pixelation.
Yes. And this wonderful room. You can't see Ferrari back in the corner because we're there.
Oh, yeah. Ferrari's under us, tapping his riding crop on the table.
Yep.
I don't think they serve food.
They don't serve food.
Order food. I only serve the good stuff, and that ain't it.
Okay.
Order, whiskey? Huh?
Nope.
Order ale.
Oh, well.
This drink sizzles in the glass. It's the only way to get the glasses here clean. Well, there we go. We have a clean glass.
Lori,
and now we'll leave
is
without
new
drinking it.
Ferrari, yeah. Yes. All right. You are under arrest for breaking the law of Rassir on this day, the 29th of the Serpent Year of the Jinn. Come quietly, or you will be taken by force.
Turn invisible. No, we don't have that ability, even though we're a rogue. You briefly consider struggling with the guards, but realize there are just too many of them. There are 5. It's a pentangle of guards. You follow the guard through the dark streets, past the gates of the palace, and into the dungeon of Rassir, hence the title of the stream.
Correct.
Dungeon and deception. Ooh, there's a cat in here with me.
All right. We have made it.
After being dragged to the dungeon of the palace, you are roughly beaten. First they have to separate the yolk and the white, and then and questioned by the guards. They warned you that Kaveen will be coming soon to personally question you,
Okay, well,
and that you won't enjoy it
Leave it
unless you
up.
like that kind of thing.
yeah, well. Don't leave it. I wanted to read the comments, so don't go anywhere.
Okay,
Bring
how
up
to do
a.
it?
All
Order
right,
slate.
fine. I'm not sure, but classic Sierra games were one of the first things on the list back when good old games was getting off the ground. Yes, I think so. I don't know that the rights issues
the
were
rights,
dealt with,
how?
yes, but it might simply have been a case of different laws between the states and Europe at the time.
They also might have made a deal with Activision to do their games.
I don't think they did, personally.
But they
initially.
eventually did.
Yes, they did. I remember getting emails about the beginnings of the system, and Sierra stuff was front and center, yes. 5 guards too many? What are you talking about? We took on 5 Jagglemen. You're getting lazy. Well, also the fact we suck. We are really crummy. We could bring up our character sheet after
Yeah, I've
this.
not been working on my
Yes.
skills particularly.
Yeah, we would get our butts kicked if we tried to do that because we're just bad.
Which we did anyway. So this is the important lesson about never giving in to terrorism. Is that by letting the guards arrest us, we got all our stuff taken and beaten up. And
Yeah.
let's look at our inventory. We have 1 sapphire pin that somehow they didn't see because they left our clothes on us.
No. It's because that was an enchanted sapphire pin that the Catas gave us.
With a spell of
That,
invisibility?
yes, it is only seen by Catas.
Ah!
You didn't realize that. Go look at our stats, yes.
Our stats. My weapon use 130. That's not bad out of 200. My parry is 0 because we defined parry to involve an offhand with a
Yes.
shield or something.
Yes, it's the shield.
So you can't parry with your dagger, which is kind of not very.
And it
Right.
weighs 6 pounds, apparently. Well, that's also counting the fact we have some clothes on, okay? Yeah, clothes don't just...
Was it 6 pounds or just 6 quarks?
Well, yes, and we don't know how much a quark is, people. The
Yeah, they took our water scans. We
They
can't escape
did.
out into the desert.
Oh no!
We could have gone back to Shapir if they hadn't done that.
We need that to be produced by Canvas Quest. Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
definitely.
Yeah, that Cata pin, Cata
Our
sapphire.
experience has gone up. Let's click on it. Doo-doo-doo. The Catas gave you this sapphire pin, and thanks for your service to their kind. Doesn't say anything about only. Does say we're carrying 6
That's
pounds.
what they said, that they noticed that and therefore said it's a 6-pound pin. No wonder the Catas noticed it.
6 pounds. So I've been known to occasionally step onto the scale in the bathroom naked in the morning, or nearly so.
Oh no!
And then I go to the doctor's office later. I get weighed with all my clothes on and keys in my pockets and so on. And it's about a 6 pound difference.
Yeah, so close.
So obviously,
close maketh the man. Yeah,
yes, clothes maketh the
maketh the weight.
weight.
Yes, exactly.
Ask about Kata. Just stares suspiciously about you. Cell? Jail?
Show the pin.
Oh, what an idea. I wouldn't have thought of that.
No.
Show pin to Kata. You
A
can do that
pin
one.
like that can only be seen by a friend. Such is its magic. It is Cata magic. You must be very trusted by my people to gain such a thing. Well, Cata friend, let us escape this very dangerous place.
Do you have a key?
No.
I mean, that isn't the right format.
I know.
Ask about.
Now you can ask about
Key.
jail, or I am afraid, but yeah.
Ask about jail.
Oh,
Ask
really?
about cell. Ask about Kata.
Our little folk, yes. Still, we can bring down the state.
That's a reference to a Leslie Fish song
Which
based
is
on a Rudyard Kipling
Rudyard
poem.
Kipling, yeah.
I guess it is
We are
Rudyard.
we
We're-
are the little folk we.
Too little, too something.
To love or to hate.
Da, 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 da. Still we can bring down the state.
Yes.
We are the worm in the wood, etc.
We are
Good
the
song,
root,
look it up.
The root. We are the taint in the blood. We are the thorn in the foot. All about the Picts, apparently, but I kept thinking when I heard the song it should be about the wee folk that are out there trying to undermine the humans. So it's an interesting thing to to interpret it as.
When we visited Ireland last fall, we had a session with a storyteller named Eddie Lanahan, who is a traditional Irish storyteller, and a lot of his stories are about the fairy folk, and they are not necessarily wee people.
But nor are they stories in the sense he's not telling fairy tales.
Yeah, they're basically people reporting what happened to them
Yes.
or happened to a friend of theirs.
So yes, there are areas of all over Ireland, the fort, that
Yeah,
you do not go into to
Nope.
this day.
The forts are basically mounds. They're hillocks that with typically thorn bush on the top, and they are considered sacred to the fairy folk.
So to this day, people in Ireland do not go into those. If they have them on the land, they just avoid it and they keep it, protected. And they do not want to anger the Fae. And so, yes, we are not, they are not imaginary characters to those people. They really believe that there are the wee folk, or whatever they're calling them, the good people there, and they will do wrong by you if you harm them in any way. There is a concealed passageway somewhere outside the cell. I have helped others escape by passageways before, but this is the first I have been trapped in a cell. I am not easily captured.
Sharaf.
It is straw.
The bars in the window are heavy iron or set in stone. The gate is made of the same iron bars as the rest of the cell. The lock is a simple key mounting. Another person sleeping over there that's kind of hard to see.
That's our clothes.
Our pile
That's
of
our
clothes.
stuff.
Pick lock with kata pin. Remembering your advanced adventuring lessons, you set to work on the cell door lock using the pointed end of your sapphire pin as a lockpick.
Ta-da! I heard from others in the underground that there is a concealed passage in the room outside this cell.
Just in case you haven't gotten that message earlier.
Ah, that was cool.
Oh, and get the clothes. Oh, yeah. Entrance to the passageway should be here. Yes, it is here. Lend your strong shoulder to the task. Oh dear, he thinks I'm a warrior. I was going to try and get my clothes. Do not fear.
I will lead you safely through the passageways, Kata friend. Perhaps before you leave, you should pick up your equipment over there near the cell,
I would have done that first.
Yeah, but do not dally too long, or the guards will surely come.
Oh, we could.
Thank you, Dr. Riley, for subscribing for 3 months. Yes. Get clothes. Get stuff. We recover all of your equipment. Let's see our equipment.
Save game first.
Okay, fine. It's still morning day 3.
Being pinned, I'll use.
All right, fine.
Okay, see all my equipment. Hey, look at all that.
We've got it all back, and we are carrying 70.
No money, though. 0 dinars and 0 centimes. I was wondering, I would have said, didn't they steal any of this stuff?
Yes, they did. You
I
can't
could try
trust
to open
those
this
guards.
door.
You could. You want? Oh, that's
One
fine.
door leads to the hallway. You can hear the sound of many boots marching and several doors talking. Pick lock on door. Open door.
Whoop.
Attack! The guards come in and take you to a cell you can't escape from in guarded condition.
Okay.
Does that seem likely to you that such a thing even exists?
What? A guarded door that you can't get out of? It's
push
called death.
wall.
You can't get out of that.
You already done that. Enter passage.
The Kata leads you through the dark passages under the palace to a secret exit into the Rasir streets. Sharaf warns you that tomorrow night the underground plans to attack the palace and overthrow the Mir. He shows you the passage that leads back towards the Blue Parrot Inn and reminds you to be wary of guards. Then he bids you good luck and scurries off.
Where do you suppose such passage is? Map. Oh,
You can't, there's no map here.
look. Left is ignorance of the law is no excuse, and so is the right. Sign in your street with suicide is punishable. Suicide is punishable by death. Guess I should read that one. Okay, well, I'd have to remember the streets to be able to find my way.
Yeah.
I could
could
perhaps look at
sneak.
the map that came in the manual. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, we should be sneaking.
Besides,
Personally.
maybe don't prove our sneaking skill.
Yeah.
I can't remember if sneaking
Good
continuously
morning. Good morning.
improved the skill or if you had to go in and out of sneaking.
I think you had to go in and out of sneaking.
Which is stupid.
It is stupid, but it is okay. All right. One does wonder what you'd do back at the Blue Parrot Inn, given those people would likely turn you in. Yeah, I was thinking that myself right now. It's like,
Or why
oh
would we
yeah,
want to go there? Yes.
yeah, we really do want to go back to that inn because you know they're the ones that.
We detect no magic here. We have an entire city with no detectable magic.
Yeah, well, that's because somebody keeps it all to himself. Clearly.
My stealth has gone up to 77.
Okay, stop.
Stop the
Speaking-
stream.
Speaking of GOG, Hero 2's and 2/3 is off their spring sale.
Hero U is 2/3 off
oh,
for the
2/3.
spring sale.
Thank you.
That's probably not entirely coincidence. I probably set it to that, but
Yeah.
but they probably suggested that
It's
price.
only $10, people. You can't, do anything with $10 now. You can't even buy something at Starbucks half the time.
You could probably
You
get a
could
latte
probably-
for
you
$10.
could get a
Yeah.
latte, and you,
So,
but you
skip
can't get
one-
the dessert with that.
There we go. Skip one latte, and you can get Hero U if you don't already own it.
thank
If you don't already own it, I don't know what you're doing here, so I figure everyone already owns it.
Yeah, I figure so too. So, I mean, it's like, preaching to the choir, people. Yeah, you better own it.
So yes,
We
I don't
will-
really want to go back to the Blue Parrot. I really want to break into the palace and
And join the revolution, yes.
yeah, but that doesn't start till tonight. D. Sunset approaches
Well, we're getting there. Sneaky.
on day 29. Have we been playing that game
Interesting
this long?
sneak. That's an interesting sneak. It looks better from the side.
Suicide is punishable by death on the left. Ignorance of the law is no excuse in the street. I am on. And my stealth is not improved. So let us walk
Yeah.
and sneak. Walk
Does
and then
this work?
sneak. I'm going to try it 5 times and find
Okay,
out.
fine.
There is a menu item for this, but it's faster to type it. And it went up to 80
All right.
without moving.
Now you know. That was the way to do it.
And that was a bad programming or bad design because
Yeah.
we probably didn't actually tell the programmers what to do. Is that a door on the side?
Yeah, it wasn't taking ticks as you walked along. Well, you could pick the lock. Oop.
Family quarrel on the other side. Oh, maybe I can get killed again. Okay,
All right.
maybe I'd better save again because accept the fact I'll be lost.
Yeah, well, you're still going to be lost.
Okay, so I can either proceed down the corridor or I could take that left turn.
So, yes, we called this dungeon because, yes, you get locked in a dungeon here. It's, the first time we actually used, a real dungeon in our game for this series. And,
Maybe I'll need lockpicking skill and I should do this. Oh, I seem to be... Find you cannot move.
a man has a low, pleasant voice and eyes like a snake.
Oh no, I should have saved. Chester, I am your friend. Remember your friend. Aravis. Remember my voice. Remember my face. Trust me. I am your friend.
Try to struggle, but your body will not obey.
Let's click that one.
You cannot even close your eyes, but you try to avoid his gaze. There is something about his eyes, though.
They're light cyan.
Yeah.
Jester, I am your friend. I am your friend, and you trust me. Trust in my words. Trust in my eyes. Look in my eyes and trust me.
You look at his eyes and cannot look away. They seem to glow. His words seem to swirl in your head.
Whirl about in your head. Long before we had actual voiceovers in the games, we said people are going to be reading these lines aloud, and we need to keep them on the screen long enough to read, but not long enough to be annoying when it was something like Advise's conversation. So I believe the rule of thumb was 7 characters per second. So
I don't know. Keep clicking off seems to be the best way to deal with
Well, it doesn't work on this. This is automatic.
Yeah.
Obey now your friend, Aravis. Obey now my words. Obey now my voice. Trust in your friend and obey me.
You find yourself relaxing. You are with a friend. His eyes are gentle, and his smile warms you. This was using techniques that brainwashing of using repetition and a calm voice, and in a state where the person is tense, just keeping it calm and relaxed.
Jester, you know me. I am your friend Aravis, who helped you escape from the dungeons of Rasir.
And yes, lies.
Together we seek to aid our friend Emir Arus. I was his trusted vizier. Remember?
You find yourself nodding at this
Humble.
gentle man. Yes, being able to tell lies, and truly make them believable. It's quite a skill that politicians are using.
Really?
Yeah. It's always the vizier, though.
To end the evil reign of Kaveen and restore our friend, the Emir Arus. Together, we must go out into the desert.
Totally the most humble. He says so himself.
We must journey to the Forbidden City and recover the magic item that will break the spell upon the Emir. We need to get the statue of Iblis.
Yes, you know this is something you've got to do, but you frown as you try to remember something you once heard about Iblis.
What could that have been?
I don't know.
Was anyone here in the previous sessions? Does anyone know about Iblis?
I'm not sure we got it.
Is he in the Ifrit?
Yeah, he is. He's a...
I think he's in Ifrit, which is in the... our version of the Arabian Nights mythology is a more powerful version of the jinn.
Yeah, there was
Genie is the plural of jinn, by the way.
There is a hierarchy of power. And I can't remember what they all were, but there is the sylph. The sylph was the air.
Yeah, so it was what element they were associated with and how powerful. Salamander was, slime was earth, I think. I think we heard, unless that's water. So long ago, who can recall? I think we may have...
Salamanders were also in this thing.
Now, one of the things in D&D, we always objected to if the Dungeon Master would run the campaign multiple times, or if your character would die and you would bring in a new character. Lori and I did not like your character to have racial memory of what you had gone through, but many players took advantage of that.
Yeah.
So in this case, we've died at least once, and Iblis came to destroy the city of Sapir when we died. But we don't remember any of that because we restored the game.
Yeah.
When you restore the game, you wipe your memory.
Yeah. I think...
I'm sorry, I clicked off.
All right.
You remember the statue of Iblis, don't you? It has remarkable powers and can break any spell it touches. We need to take the statue to our Roos, our friend. Together, let us save the city of Rasir.
We knew we were missing something. You put this hair on your shoulder.
As long as I don't click this, we'll stay on.
Okay, fine. Because we should have had the meeting with Aziza and
The
got
boy?
this, and the Saurus walks in. We didn't have that meeting. And where you find out that the Saurus is enchanted. So we
I thought
missed
that was,
one.
I thought that was in the end game
No,
after.
no.
after what's here.
Obviously, because he's telling you we need to save your Saurus for from
No, we need to save our Roos.
our Roos. We don't know who Roos is other than and so we must have had that.
Or it was the
missed
design
it.
and the programming didn't quite work together.
No. There was a meeting that the Saurus is. You find out that a Saurus is a Roos.
Obviously, easily skippable.
I didn't play Quest for Glory 1 until afterwards, so I was very confused because I thought Anavis was a good character who was truthfully telling stuff from Quest for Glory 1 and new info.
Perfectly reasonable. Because certainly your hero believes it.
Hattie, you are a sexist, egotistical prick, and I'm not sorry about what we caused you to happen to you 2 games hence.
That's a long way.
That's a long way.
Years and years. Like
Yep.
3. All right.
He puts his arm on your shoulder and you smile. Here is a man of great wisdom that you have trusted and respected, and he needs your help.
We must help him.
Yes.
I've been...
We have always been friends with Eurasia.
Yes, so that would be 1984, yes.
Yes, we really did put, everything into this game.
Uh,
And we're now coming back to that, let's say, make 1984 fiction again. Yes.
as when I was looking for something in our archives in the garage, I came across the Phineas Treasury, which was all of the Phineas Fingers stories from Strategic Review and the Dragon magazine. By forgot the name all of a sudden. Anyway, very fun cartoons. And Phineas Fingers is a. You gonna go get it?
Where is it?
It's in the. No, it's in the other bed, the spare bedroom.
Oh, why would it be there?
Because I took it out of the bathroom so that the shower would not ruin it. Anyway, Phineas Fingers is a thief character of a typical tabletop D&D group's thief who is really dumb but quite skilled. And he goes along with his fighters, Fred and something that are your generic fighters. But Phineas is just totally naive. If anything,
Fred and Shirley, yeah.
Fred and Charlie are the fighters. There's the Phineas Treasury. Webster, I want to say. That music's annoying. J.D. Webster.
Okay.
Here's
Oh, you can see that small little...
the thing if I don't blow it up.
Yeah, Okay, fine.
He's in a treasure room, and as he's taking out the treasure for the box, there's a vampire and a mummy and a skeleton and various other things about to kill him.
Yeah, it was a fun series. I'll have to reread it.
Oh, we died and restored. That's why the music's so loud.
Today you will save the
Together.
Emir. Together. Today. Tomorrow.
You and Adavis will get the statue of Iblis. We can. Sound valiant. We can do that, even though this should be a hands-off scene. You there, try walking through the door, or something like that. No, fool, pass through it. Oh, get out of the way. You have no idea how or why you got here, but it's nice to be able to help such a nice man.
The light of the full moon and the star. Oh, it's not such a lovely
See,
evening.
if you would give
Okay,
us-
whoa.
I cannot be mistaken. My translation of the prophecy must be correct. It must be you. Of all the stupid heroes in the world, I had to be cursed with you. All the gin joints. What is wrong? How does it go? Well, if he'd give me control, I'd cast knock on it. Cast open. For 1,000 years and a year, Iblis will be bound. I know that it's been 1,001 years this very day, so that must be correct. For all of Adavis's flaws, he has done his research beneath the tombstones of the city that he once did found. This is the Forbidden City, there is no doubt of that. Then comes a hero from the Northland, led on to despair. You are the only hero that I've found recently. It must be you. and I have no doubt that you will despair before I am through with you. So this prophecy has been passed down orally, passing through the door unopened, that he will find there the door, a cursed door. Why can you not pass through it? For 1,001 years. And when the moonlight shines between the dragon's jaws and is caught and held there by the scorpion's claws. Each version of it is slightly different, so the version that you have heard does not match his. The moon, it is not due to rise between the two constellations until tomorrow. How can I be wrong? I will not be denied. I cannot be wrong. It did not say 1,001 years and a day. No. But how can the moon be where it cannot be? You're the hero. Answer me how the moon can be between the dragon and the scorpion. Well, the astrologer would be able to answer that question. If you let me go back to Shep here, I will find out. Cast open. That wouldn't be a good idea right now.
Just bring up a menu and we've talked to people. Like Tastari's trying to give this. Yes.
Such a nice evening to be out in the desert. The moonlight reflects nicely off the large rock formation before you and your friend. There's a nice-looking metal door embedded in the rock, nicely decorated with a scorpion above and a dragon below. The light of the full moon and stars is very nice, and the sand seems to sparkle nicely. You don't use nice that many times in a row.
Well, he's using it for effect.
You really don't take enough time to appreciate these minute niceties of the world around you. But it's nice that you have the opportunity now. It was so nice of your friend to bring you out here, and it certainly would be nice if we were able to help him.
Yep.
Just cast open on the door. Easy. Can't be too wrong. Well, that's what I tried and it didn't work. They said that was a bad idea. Maybe if I go over to the door and do it. How about examine door? Oh, I know. Jutting from the ground like the prow of an ancient shipwreck is the entrance to the Forbidden City. Show moon to door. That would involve turning around.
Yeah, I don't know that one either.
I can't move.
Looking over Tashtari's post, I think we know why the hero succumbed to Salim's hookah so quickly if we let him indulge.
I see. Above you in the clear desert sky, you see the luminous full moon framed by unaccountable stars and constellations. Well, it is full. It is in the sky. Look at the moon. The pale moon provides the only illumination for this eerie tableau. This was a special effects thing that the artists did with special lighting just for this scene, so it is cool.
What do you mean?
Open door. You can't open the entrance. Bah, what use are you? Be silent. All right. You find that you have no desire to speak. Passing through the door. What is it about that door? Door with stars, constellations, the scorpion, the dragon are on the door. It must be when the moon shines upon the door that you may pass through it.
Yes, he and Julinar will be good for another, yes. Loved this part of the guidebook. Actually, loved the whole guide.
Let me see. Where's the moon now? The moon is to the southeast, but the door is facing north. The moonlight will not pass over us enough to cast light upon the door. Why is this happening to me? After all these years of planning, how can so many things go wrong?
Poor guy.
Does he have a mirror? Do we have a mirror? Well, hero from the Northland, are you so powerful a magician that you can move the moon from its orbit and force it to shine on the door? Are you so strong that you can bend light? That does sound like a mirror. What can you say or do that will let you pass the door? You find that you can speak and move your arms again, but you can't seem to move your legs. Oh, we could probably cast a spell. So, as I was saying before, Laurie made two versions of the prophecy based on the idea that by oral tradition over the centuries that it would get slightly muddled.
Well, this part of the prophecy is probably
No, a few of those words, because I remember the one that Aziza told us, because, eidetic memory and all that.
She didn't tell you.
Yes, she did.
She didn't, because we didn't know about the Forbidden City until now.
Well, we got part of this prophecy previously, and Adavisa's version is just slightly different.
Yeah, I think you get the from.
Let's look at our inventory. We have a magic rope. We have a map and a compass. There's possibly a mirror on the compass, but not necessarily.
There isn't.
Water skin with water elemental. We do have some magic there. Oh, one hand mirror. This is the harem girl's hand mirror, which she gave us when we rescued her. What a coincidence. Just exactly what I was looking for. Two Saurus. They didn't pluralize it correctly. Tisk.
Okay, we don't actually have two
Use
Sauros in
hand
inventory
mirror.
either.
With moon. You whip the mirror out of your pocket and carefully direct the reflected moonlight between the constellations. So all the clues were in that text, which we think makes a good puzzle. Is one that you don't have to have outside information. At last! Now how does the rest of the prophecy go? And at last the hero, he who waits behind, shall see, while Iblis rises by the dark one, and the light shall flee. By the name of Suleiman, so shall this be. Or so mote it be, as the Wiccans like to say. Now you know all you need to know. Go in there and bring me the statue of Iblis.
Of course, we're pulling from Arabian Nights here, and Aladdin being tricked into.
And Alibaba and the 40 Thieves.
No, not Ali. This isn't Alibaba. This is Aladdin's story.
All right, Aladdin's story.
Being,
You're getting tired. Oh no. We got to do this when we're sleepy?
Yeah, you are.
You are getting sleepy. I am a nice person. You like me. For a few moments.
Your mind is overwhelmed by the squalling, whirling wind.
Ooh, swirling wind.
We don't have a light spell.
Don't we?
I think the moon is.
Then the euphoric feeling starts to fade and you stand alone in the darkness.
I think the moon being unable to shine
The past
brightly on the
few
door
hours.
was part of the security lock that Suleiman put on the situation. Yes, exactly.
And remember only one thing clearly. You are here to find the statue of Iblis. It is also a riff on the thrush knocking on the door 3 times in
It isn't really. I mean, it's
Lord of the Rings. That no, in the Hobbit. In the Hobbit, where the knocking knocks a little piece of the surface of the door off, and you can see behind it is where the keyhole is. And when the moon rises, the full moon illuminates the keyhole, and that is the whole prophecy in the Hobbit. And you may not have known you were stealing for that.
I
but
did not know it because
bought
I
it.
did not believe that.
You don't remember The Hobbit?
No, the reason he found the door was because he heard the thrush knocking. It was not that the bird knocked off a piece of rock.
He heard the thrush knocking, found the door accordingly, and then a piece fell off of it, and the full moon shone on it and revealed the keyhole. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, yeah. I am late to the stream. What class? Mage? Magic?
We
user?
are a thief with magical abilities.
Yes. All right.
So we really should not use any magic. We should be solving this with thief
With his
abilities.
thief abilities? Well, let's...
Cast Dancing Lights. I don't think we have
we
it.
don't have that one ever. Yes, that isn't even a spell.
It is in Juggling Lights. Open Trigger Dazzle.
Yeah, that don't work either.
What's the one that makes our weapon
Zap?
Zap? Okay, cast Zap and cast Detect Magic. Cast Zap. Always a good idea in case we meet a monster. The weapon is now magically charged. Cast Detect Magic. There's a mild feeling of residual magic in the room in the top right corner.
That's the door, Corey.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Use torch. Light torch?
You don't have a torch.
I don't have a torch.
You do not have a torch, Corey.
I could. I have a magic lamp.
You do.
Light magic lamp.
Ta-da! What do you know?
Look, the rock glistens with moisture. Look
You
at-
were correct, Hon Norris, yes.
What was he correct about?
He says you could use the lamp you caught the fire elemental. Yes.
Most likely.
Yes.
I don't know what the yellow stuff on the floor
I
is.
don't know. It looks like gold. It's probably your light when you move around.
That's
probably.
where we came in. I
Yes,
don't
you
know.
went
Did we
down.
fall down?
No, we walked down the
Oh, this
stairs.
is the light. Okay.
Yes, it's the light. That's our wonderful special effect that was really not easy to do. All right, then Brainiac says
I
that
can't get out here, so I'll have to go through here.
that's the way you came in.
Maybe not. I think maybe I dropped down.
No. It should be going out the left side.
I tried that. It didn't work.
Well, it should be.
All right. Well, this doesn't work either. Maybe if I use my cursor instead of the...
Yes. All right, Brainiac says one of the
mouse.
most amusing things speedrunners have done in this game is figure out how few characters they can get away with.
There's that log floating down there. I need to get across it.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be able to do that in time without falling down the waterfall. What if I cast Calm on it? No, that's not a thief way to do it. Use magic rope. You have no need of the magic rope here. Okay, well, that's probably not the solution then.
No.
Look at log. The old logs under the debris come from above. The rushing water carries them deep into the caverns far below.
All right, so Brainiac was saying one of the most amusing to me is that you can get away with not naming Sulienon later, since the game is programmed to remember all the portions of his name. You can just go with a patronymic, and the door accepts Daoud. So technically, you're using the father, not the son.
Ah!
Okay?
Daoud.
Mount your torch, light
Oh,
your
it's useful.
horse, screw your courage to the sticking place.
Where did they come from? Oh.
Well, I'm pretty sure
Son.
that's not correct.
Okay, one of the most amazing thing. Oh, okay, yeah. So
Daoud is a
Suleiman,
name of power.
Suleiman. That's Solomon, by the way.
Yeah.
Solomon's seal.
Uh-huh.
And we got in trouble for using the six-pointed star for our summoning because it's Star of David. But it was before it was the Star of David. It was the seal of Solomon.
People try to speedrun this game. They try to speedrun every game, as far as I can tell.
Okay, so we can try to use one of our elementals. Seems sort of like cheating, but how do we cross this river as a thief? Now, I could certainly use levitate, but levitate doesn't actually help you move unless there's a way to get hand-to-hand. That log has to be important. Maybe I can catch the next one. Nope. Maybe I can walk across it next time. What happens if I just walk across? I drown! Oh, I should have saved the game
You
sometime.
should.
I'll save it right now and we won't be able to restore it. Oops. How many weeks did we go through?
Yes, we went through a lot. You're going to have to, yes.
I feel
Dumb.
dumb.
Yes, exactly. That went swimmingly. Yes, exactly.
We went through that entire thing and I was so entranced by it I didn't save.
Yes.
Let this be a lesson to you adventure game players that adventure games do not love you and do not care about you.
Yes.
Oh, here I'm about to be entranced.
All right. Yes, indeed.
We get to go through everything again.
Yeah, just click. Click, 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 click.
You try to struggle.
I'm sure you all have done this before.
Maybe I can enter
so
through
yes,
it.
yes, do that way.
Has anyone ever failed to save after this? I meant to save right after this, and I don't know why I didn't.
Because you couldn't, because you were in hands off here.
Oh, that was why.
Yes. All right.
Try walking through the door.
Okay.
Save early, save often,
Yeah.
and use different save names. Do not overwrite your most recent save.
Okay. It's an interesting path. I would have read that differently, so I.
Maybe I programmed it.
Yes, yeah, I would say so.
Yes, this is the game in which we had a scene in which I had the hero ride soar us up the mountain and discovered that the mountain, along a plain, and it turned out the plain, once it was colored in, was actually the side of a mountain.
Yes, and understand why automatic saves were added starting in the next game. Yes, we desperately needed this.
All right, save
The auto
game.
game is not
Ha!
too useful until 4, though.
Desert well, replace with.
Forbidden City.
That was exactly what I was going to call it. Great minds think alike.
Yes, this is the deception part of the game.
Can I bypass this?
Yeah.
Oh, we can bypass the whole
Yes,
thing.
you can, because you do it right the first time. Shockingly, I turn off autosave when speedrunning 4 because saving the game takes time.
There's probably important clues in the dialogue, but fortunately it was right after I saved.
Right.
Yeah, I would have gone this way.
I would have gone that way, or I would have gone...
Oh, you know what there is? There's stone steps leading down there.
Right, yes. Those are the stone steps we came down. You see them there, and then now we don't have it. Only so many compute cycles to go around, yeah.
I'm here to find the Statue of Iblis.
Okay.
Oh, and I need to turn the salt volume down again.
Yes.
Game, sound volume. I think I should resave over the one I just saved.
Yes, because these are timing puzzles. These are the kind of
There are many ways to die here.
die here, yeah. Yeah.
That log has got to be... do we have a rope? Yeah, let's see.
No. The Statue of Iblis is here to find you in Soviet Shapir.
You don't know any of the magic rope here.
Is there a reason why most Sierra games only allow a certain number of saves?
Yeah, memory.
Memory.
Disk space.
Yes, they had to be
Remember,
saved.
we were on 360K floppy disks at the time.
Right, they were not saving to the computer.
And it saved the entire heap, which was the 64K block that had your room, but it was compressed, so that's how you could fit as many as you did.
What are you trying to find? Something that you can
I'm
use?
trying to find an item I can use to get across that water.
Ah,
Swimming isn't going to work. That log's got to be important, but I can't figure out what it is. How about climb waterfall? You can't climb the waterfall. Use magic rope again now that I'm closer to it. Nope. Jump
yeah.
on log. Ah,
You have to wait for the log.
I know. I just was saying.
Okay, but it does.
that took
yeah.
that, so
That took that. Yes.
that's likely to be the answer.
Yes.
But I need
He
to down my
figured it
volume
out.
down again. Oh, the log had to be important, but it didn't look important.
Good
It goes
idea.
down so very
Bad
fast.
timing. I know. It's like.
It should have been
okay.
slower. Should have been drifting with the tide.
Yeah. But then you wouldn't have drifted and fell to your
soon.
dead.
All right. Jump on log. And then get ready to move again.
Jump off
Jump.
log. Yes.
Jump off. Better get closer to dry land first. Okay, I
Oh,
see
but
a
it
little...
does take it.
Ha!
Yay! We did it.
Amazing! We can save again.
Good.
Is there 5?
Or don't save under the same one. Don't save under
Okay,
the same
save
one.
under a different name.
Yeah. Falls. Past falls.
We'll do this as easy as falling off a log.
All right, now restore game to the other side, and let's see how the wizard does it.
Ooh! Your foot slips due to the force of the air rushing to its small opening. Tremendous pressure as you struggle to overcome
Right.
it.
So restore the game.
Ooh, that was close.
Restore the game and now solve this as a wizard.
All right. Well, we can't cast. Oh, I know how to do it.
Okay.
Cast. Fetch. Oop. Next log. Is that another one? Missed. I could be here all day.
You could. Especially since probably doesn't work.
Okay, well, that was fun. Cast levitate. Did we try that? Give yourself a little room, hero. That suggests that it may be the answer. The problem is levitate only goes up
Right,
and
it
down.
does.
But maybe, cancel. No. Down. Oh, there. How much mana did I use on that? Probably all of it. No, 20 points. Quite a lot. Okay. Cast. Levitate.
Wizards don't have
That's probably
climb.
not the answer.
Don't have climb anyway.
I know, but I was just trying to get off of levitate. There's
That's
one way to
not
get
the
off
right
levitate.
way, yeah.
All right. You're going to make me solve this as a magic user, even though I'm a really bad magic user who's mostly
Right.
a thief. All right. Does anybody remember?
Yeah. Go look in inventory. I don't actually remember, but I do know that the levitate was the right approach.
Maybe I could use the...
The fact we've got the rock on the other side sucking you in on the other side says that. Was thinking.
Use bellows.
Oh, you still have an elemental trapped in there, don't you?
Yeah. I was going to use the air elemental to push me along as I levitate. Maybe I have to levitate first. Nope. That wasn't quite what they meant by giving myself a little room, does it?
No. I thought it would hands off you.
Is this game totally unfair?
Well, yeah. This is the trial and error part.
It's the trial by fire.
Yes.
Oh. I'll have to change volume 53 times if I keep doing
Right.
this. Go up. Nope. Use bellows.
You can only do. Yeah, you can't do it.
I can only go up and down, and there's no...
You have the sucking wind over there, and it's giving you the clue for that. So
But
maybe
how do
you
you
need to come down further.
This
Further
way?
into, no, the other way. Down in the screen. Down.
Yeah, I was going down on the screen, and you
That's
told me
up.
the other way.
This is.
This is down.
Okay, fine. That's what I meant. But
I
you
am
were
going down, and you said don't do that.
You were going to the left at the time I said don't do that. Try
I
here.
was trying not to fall in the water. Thank
I
you.
know.
Cast levitate. You think? Oh, give yourself a little room. There, that's as close as I can get. Oop.
All right, it's not picking it up there. Yeah, there has a... I did this as a magic user a few months ago, and I still don't remember how.
Ah,
Yes.
clearly it was illogical.
The limited number of save slots were easily solved by the change directory option. I kept a specifically empty directory called empty on the hard drive, specifically for that purpose to save when needed.
Well,
exit the
remember
game.
this game came out in 1990, and about 3 out of 4 of our players did not have a hard drive.
Yeah, wasn't there a cloth or something you could use so the air would pull you over while levitating? I thought
That is
so,
in
but
Quest
I
for
think
Glory
that's
4.
4. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, and David
this is
TTI
2.
says that. Yes. It's been a while for me getting them mixed up. I did. Yes. Let's see. I like how you can break out of the levitation spell and move around in 3 to 5. Yes. One of the funniest things to do in this game is to levitate in the air during the thief break-in when Abdul comes in the home and then get caught. All right.
I didn't do anything. I was thinking it might do something to the board, but I can do it. Detect magic. There's an aura of magic throughout this room. Cast trigger. Oh, didn't do anything. Ew, actually hit it.
Scripts don't account for it, so you just run back and forth in the air while levitating and then get caught. Open spell on the log?
I missed it anyway.
You did.
I can't possibly hit anything with my skill level.
No.
This may also be because it's a faster computer.
Yeah, but this is not the problem.
Game slower animation.
I don't think. Does that really help with the.
I don't know. Let's see.
Here comes the log.
Yeah, it is. Cast. I was trying fetch, I thought, but it doesn't seem very likely,
No.
does it? Nope.
It wasn't programmed anyway.
All right. Well, I've used up many spell points doing things that don't work. I have reversal, a force bolt. I have a zap at a column and a dazzle and a trigger and a detect magic and an open. I don't see anything useful.
I don't either. Let's look at inventory again. I think you have to use something before you.
We have a magic rope, which we wouldn't have.
Too bad you don't have thermonuclear attack. It's not very useful in here. Yeah.
Water skin with water elemental. Maybe the water elemental will do something.
Yeah, but that's not a magic user approach.
Use water elemental. Use air elemental.
I wonder if you can fill your water skin from the falls. Probably. It's a magical falls because if you look, these logs are exactly identical. So what it is it's looping.
All right, I have an idea. Let's cast Calm. Oh, it's not targeted. I was hoping it might calm the water.
It doesn't calm gravity.
I'll just run across. They'll never catch me. Okay, I'm not going to solve this as a magic user today. I would have to
Okay.
look up a hint, and that would be
Yes,
silly.
and nobody's telling us.
And
so-
nobody remembers it.
Yep. Oh well. Restore.
But the thief can get through there.
Yeah. You go south. You don't go that
And
way.
I go north.
Oh, you do?
Up here. Why would I go to the bottom?
Because I think that's the exit. Are those stairs? Those steps? All right, fine. There's steps. Okay, fine.
There's no exit down the bottom.
Ah, go behind the waterfall. Okay, fine. All 3 classes are expected to Frogger. Really? Oh, that's stupid. What's the point of having the levitate spell work here if it doesn't do it?
Oh, that kind of behind the waterfall.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought they were saying before
No,
that.
No.
Oh, I got sparklies.
You do. That's your lights.
I know,
Yeah,
but
we're all too scrupulous to Google a walkthrough. Yes, you could do as David suggested and push rock moonlight right over the water. Okay. All right. We're back to
rock distance of moisture. Be careful of the rock.
the
I am slipping and sliding here.
You are. And you did.
Wind is at its worst as it comes from the passage above.
That's
Must be something you can do to stop its fury.
all right.
I could restore the game, but I shouldn't need to. Oh, I lost my volume.
Okay.
All right.
Ah, this room blows.
Well,
Oh, guess what? You might want to just restore the game personally.
I could, but
You're gonna try this.
was it jump on log?
Yes. Even me.
Oh dear!
Because I know the
I
best
will
ones.
restore to my latest save.
Ah. Okay.
All right, let us go up here without getting sucked into the hole. Ah, it automatically does it.
Uh-huh.
So that's
Can't you
probably.
use the arrow keys to flow across when you levitate? No, no, because levitate, we actually
Block
have a
wind.
Quest for Glory 3. We give you the, I think it is the spell that allows you to glide.
Careful examination of the air hole in the rocks above reveals there are some loose stones that hold the structure together. There are small fissures running through the base and the rocks
Ah,
above.
there you go. That's one for a magic user. But Thief probably has to.
Attack, maybe? Nope. That's just a hit rocks.
Gruff.
Get rock. You can't get the rocks. Use force bolt on rock.
I don't think you
Oh, cast force.
cast force bolt.
Boom. Rocks shake, but they're well supported at the base.
Well, then hit the base probably. Ta-da!
Wind no longer blows as fiercely as before. Now, the question, of course, is how would the thief solve that? I don't know.
Why is in Quest for Glory 4 only? Oh well. You removed it from 5.
Which
since
one?
It would make the island travel too easy. Yes, and because we couldn't program it. Glide is only
Oh,
in
the glide,
4.
yes.
Oh well. Fetch, yes. The
And
thief
confusing
solution to this has never made a ton of sense.
Ah,
to
so
me.
that was why the sparks were sparkling. Oh, apparently we still weren't supposed to do that. Even with the lamp, the darkness can be treacherous. Let's see, how badly hurt did we get by that? Not much. I guess we'll have to jump on a log. But the wind isn't blowing anymore. Oh,
No, you can type it, just don't hit. Oh,
no, I can't type it.
okay.
Try jumping from the mossy bank by the falls.
Yes. Is that moss? Well, what do you know? What? The thief's solution was to. We would never get that in 1,000 years.
Lock pick the base of the rocks? I don't think so.
Well, that's what they say it was. That looks stupid.
No, he asks the question.
Okay.
Is that actually right?
Well, you could restore and find out. You could save the game here now that we've gotten past it again. Or
Okay,
past that.
save. Okay.
Been pinned. Fine. We don't care about any of these saves. Past falls.
I'm trying to remember that Control C erases it, which is not at all obvious to me.
All right. Restore game.
Is this falling off a log, or did I do that after?
That's
Okay.
it. Gotta turn down the sound.
Oh, these are restored. All right.
Because that sounds
volume,
awful.
Cinco. Pick lock.
Pick rock.
Oh, pick rock. That was it.
Ooh. Okay.
We're no longer okay. We did a pick rock.
Okay.
I think that was probably the joke there, but I don't know. Pick rock.
Yeah.
I should have typed, but it allowed pick lock.
I don't think it would have allowed pick. All right. Now in this room, you got to be
It might have.
careful. In the next room, you have to be very careful, or you'll fall off again.
I can't even make it to the next room.
Well,
So
I noticed.
okay.
It's right about.
Rock glistens with moisture. Okay. Well, we could save again.
Arch bases are the more voluble. Well, we are dealing with the base, so save.
I did.
Okay, fine. Okay, that was good. Yeah, that looks like it'll work.
This is all, of course, reminiscent of King's Quest 1 or 2, where you kept falling down the pathway and dying. They really made it hard. No, that's why it was red. That was not the entrance.
This is supposed to be
The heat of
inverted.
this room is painful. What?
It should have been inverted. We should be coming off from the left side. That's nasty.
Huh? I just went
No,
up there.
you-
I went up there, and so I came in.
No. You
All
went.
right.
You were going in a direction
Okay,
right
fine.
to left, so we should have entered on the right. This
Unless
whole
you're going
scene.
back and forth.
No,
Heat of this room is painful. You feel the sweat pour down for you.
you can hear it sizzle on the ground below. You see the distinct odor of brimstone around you. It's hot.
Wait, did I get loud again, or is this just a very loud room? Oh, it's a very loud room.
Now it's reverted.
And this is Trial by Fire. At last.
That's every King's Quest. All right. Well, don't go anywhere. Let's look at our stuff. What are we going to do this with other than get the box?
Use water scan. Use water elemental. You just have to be careful.
Watch out. Oh, you have
Nope.
to time it. I remember this from Warcraft.
Yep. Probably getting burned out.
Yes, you are.
Yep, down to 62 health. Oh, that may have been from falling.
Oh, you just walked in the lavatory. The black stuff is the floor is lava, okay?
You stepped in there. It wasn't quite solid rock. It felt the heat through your boot. But it didn't kill me. 48 health. Top foot. Yep. I'm having a little trouble here because I'm not a keyboard person.
You have a healing potion.
Use.
Heat convection in this room would kill anyone, yes.
Okay, now. Wet feet. We need to talk about firewalkers after this.
We also need to turn down.
This is Slippery Slap.
Alright, that's better.
We're getting tired. I think I can save right over that. Let's see here, can I? I've only got half my health left. We could use another healing pill.
How much do you have?
No. I have 6 more.
Okay, good.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Use up some weight.
Plenty of health for endgame.
Oh, our weight is down to 68 pounds out of 92. Why do we have so much capacity? Because we no longer have any money. All that money was weighing us down.
Money, yeah.
And that is much like the biblical, it is as hard for a rich man to pass into the kingdom of heaven as it is for a camel to go through the eye of the needle or something like
all
that.
that money into
And we
Trinity.
sweated all that money out in the last room.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lava heat
Could I
only
say it
matters
again?
when you touch it, yes, and pills are heavy, yes. Okay.
Is there any reason I ever want to go back to the fire again other than to get our healing pills back?
No.
Okay, so we read a long time ago about the fakirs that walk on beds of nails, sleep on a bed of nails, and walk on fire and so on. That the walking on the fire actually is real.
But sleeping on the bed of nails is too.
But
it's distribution of weight.
distribution of weight, so that none of the individual nails really pokes through you.
Yeah.
But the fire is a combination of things. One is that they walk barefoot all the time and have calluses. And the second is that when you first step out onto the hot rock, I guess sweat beads up on your foot, and effectively you have a natural protective layer between you and the rocks.
And also, you make sure your fire is coals and it's not flamey stuff. So there is a trick to it. I mean, there is a technique to it, so it really is pretty interesting.
But it is mostly real.
Yes. But the bed of nails thing is like, how did you get to sit on it?
Okay, you can see.
You're on a ledge overlooking darkness. You see something that appears deliberately fashioned across the brink, but you cannot tell what it is from where you are standing.
Besides that door,
Yeah, I think that's...
look at door. The great ancient doors stand guard as they have for 1,001 years. No help this way. So
Coals versus lava, yeah. Well, don't walk on lava, kids. Don't try this at all. This is
yes,
not
don't buy games made by lava. Only buy games made by coals.
I see.
We have to climb down.
Well, that's one way. I don't know if you can here, though. You could try. Don't go too far. You're at the edge.
Looking at the sheerness of
Yep.
size, thickness, you knew merely under falling.
Yeah.
Use magic rope.
Ta-da! Yay! We finally got to use that stinky thing.
I used it once before, but it was really for the griffin feather.
I think this is the practical use of levitate.
You're a deep echoing voice. That'll be mine, I guess. None shall enter, none shall pass, but he who speaks the name of power. Speak now the name of power. I guess I should have saved. Erasmus! You hear a roar of rocks collapsing in the distance. Suleiman. You hear a sound of thunder. Rocks collapsing in the distance. Might have been bad to get have said the wrong name. Okay, now we can save again. This is Stinky Russ here with Visa.
Was there actually a cold pun in the game? Probably not.
Should have been.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are treasure room, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Even though we don't know that yet.
We're not yet. No, this is the pre-room for the treasure room, I think.
All right, fine. Spoke the name.
Okay, fine.
Look,
Oh, it might be treasure room.
a roughly hewn cave or old mine.
All right, you can go near things. See if you go near things that it lights up. No. Does look like there's treasure here, but you just can't see it.
Oh,
Oh, there's some treasure. There we go.
looks like armor of gold.
Really practical.
Chest. Well, if you knew what these things were, you could look at them.
Yeah,
There's
if you have.
all kinds of piles of gold and stuff here. Did I just save?
You did.
Get.
First
Treasure.
time chat. Armor of gold, huh?
Oh no! I got the treasure and it didn't work out so well for me. A zap for a permanent map. Your animal magnetism obviously sparked to this flash of brilliance. Next time you proceed, pay heed to the creed. To succeed, you need to be freed from greed.
Okay.
I wonder who wrote that? Oh, we could probably bring animation up to normal speed.
I don't know.
Oh, let's see. Action, game, normal animation.
This is a very cool room, you know.
This was
tricky.
out of our old D&D games. You know, it was always if you were greedy and took too much of the treasure,
No,
you know.
this is not out of. This is the tropes itself. This is
All right.
out of strictly, you know, the Aladdin stories and things like that.
Yeah, if you take anything, you're screwed. A glow illuminates this chamber, a green glow apparently. It flows from an object high above the strange structure before you. At the sight of the glowing object, you feel irresistibly drawn forward. Your feet seem to move with a will of their own. Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, won't you
Well,
join
at least
the dance?
you don't have to walk this spiral, people.
Army of gold, huh? Better take that for the coming battle. As you draw near, you see the object is a statue made of crystal. A dark, shapeless form stirs within it. The crystal's cool glow is numbing. You feel compelled to pick it up, but as you reach out... Commercial break!
Yes, reach out and touch someone. Yes.
Get Magic Jiffy Pop and Hero Fizz and
Rasmus's
Rasmus's
Rootin' Tootin'
Root and
Root.
Tootin' Root Beer.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
Okay.
And back to the movie. You are suddenly unable to move. Fool, some hero you are, a pawn of the very man you sought to destroy. Thanks to your help, I now have that through which I can summon the greatest destructive power ever known, Iblis himself.
It is true that the Iblis is probably not as powerful as the Dark One, but you can control
Do you know
Iblis.
how long I have awaited this moment? 70 years! 70 years I have served the Dark Master while watching for the stars to align. 70 years I have spent learning the magic that controls men's minds and waiting for a fool to fulfill the prophecy for me.
Adavis is a bad guy, but he seems so nice.
He is. He's just gloating a little because
It's his turn.
tonight, as the moon arises between the scorpion's claws and the dragon's teeth, I shall begin the ritual that shall make me the master. I will control Iblis and thus control the world. Well, he's breaking free from the Dark Master, so maybe he's a good guy. While you, Pawn of Prophecy, shall remain behind in this tomb, you shall be he who waits behind. And that is his version. He is knocking down the rocks to lock you in.
Yes, he has his own knock spell.
Crunch, crunch, crunch. Oh, pretty good one. So the prophecy involved he who waits behind, and that is correct part of the prophecy.
Well, yes, but it's coming up. You don't have to
Should I just say it right here?
Yeah,
Overwrite.
sure. Ironic, both Adavis and Katrina were both agreed the same plan. Release incredibly powerful entity with absolutely no means to control it. Prophet. No, honestly. Adavis, if he held that statue, he had control over Iblis. So he knew how to control it. He knew, or at least what was
And Katrina
said.
just figured, so, not Katrina, the Dark Master, the vampiress, is restricted, cannot come out during the daytime because sunlight will be bad.
Right. She didn't want to control the
So
Dark
she
One.
wanted the world to be dark.
Yes.
If it's dark all the time, she won't be restricted anymore.
Yes. So, but
Very simple plan.
right. But what I was trying to say about Adavis too. Iblis. Remember, Suleiman. The mythology behind this one is that Suleiman bound all the jinn, all these.
Oh, the genie.
all the genie, all of the various whatever they were called, the elemental beings that we call jinn and ifrits, and so he had control, and he had bound Iblis, who would not bow to him, in this forbidden city, in this city that Iblis had already destroyed. So Iblis had destroyed the city, and Suleiman made this his, burial,
His tomb,
his
effectively.
Yes. Until, but there always has to be the caveat to everything, and this was the caveat.
Iblis and Avuzel rising without someone to control them would simply be a destructive force.
Mm-hmm.
They automate the walking down it so we do not get to fall off the spiral path.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering whether we had to play King's Quest, but no, there's a reason why we took you hands off for here.
Look at the door. What door? It's covered by rocks.
Yep.
Blocked by tons of rocks, apparently for good.
Yeah. Boy, Adavis really made sure.
Something flashes in the darkness when I cast Detect Magic.
And
Or
also, it flashed.
maybe just because it was time.
All right, there it is.
There it is. There's still a source of magic in this room.
I mean, they're not total idiots.
Okay.
I mean, neither Adavis nor Katrina were total stupid people bringing about the end of the world
Look at thing.
to their,
Look closely. The structure. Look at flash.
blow.
You see a small golden ring around the tip of a stalagmite. Or is it a stalactite? Okay, well, answer is stalagmites come up from the floor. Stalagmites come down from the ceiling. Stalactites come down from the ceiling.
Stalactites hold tight to the ceiling. Stalagmites
Might never get there. Oh.
No, there's another. No, it's tight versus are on the ground. Stalagmites are on the ground, and stalactites hold tight to the ceiling.
I never heard that. I had a different
Yeah.
one anyway. But why is there a small golden ring? That is a development story. You see, around the time we were doing on this, well, for her whole time at Sierra, Roberta Williams made a list of every trope from all of the fairy tales. And she wrote mixed up fairy tales. And then she wrote King's Quest based on more fairy tales. And every time she used a story from the fairy tales in one of her games, she crossed through it on the list so she wouldn't reuse them. Well, she was just about ready to do King's Quest 5, I think, at this point. And she had decided that it was Aladdin time, and she was going to have a genie and a lamp. And then somebody told her about the storyboards for Quest for Glory 2. And she said, I'm using a genie and a lamp. The Coles can't have a genie and a lamp. It belongs to me.
I honestly talked to her on the phone about this.
Uh-huh.
I have never talked. That was the only time I've ever talked to a Roberta. I think. Ever.
Okay.
It was on the phone.
And what did she say to you?
You cannot use a genie in the bottle.
Yep. Genie in a bottle? Genie in a lamp.
Genie in the lamp.
Genie
Genie
in
in
a
the bottle.
Oh, was it genie in a
Genie
bottle?
in the bottle.
Okay, because we already had a magic
Right,
lamp, so
yes.
we had to have a bottle. Anyway, so no genie in a bottle. So Lori said, well, I guess the genie can be in a magic ring.
Yeah.
So that is why the genie is in a magic ring. And that's actually,
Yeah, it
feels
works
a little
out
more
better.
original.
It
So
works.
get
Yes, but
ring. It's probably trapped.
I don't know.
You pick up the ring and read the
How to say
inscription.
things, so
He who waits behind. Now, this is the real story of the prophecy.
you don't have to do that. They actually know this. They've all.
They don't know that. Anyway, so Atavis, no, this is all about Bruno and Atavis and...
We don't talk about Bruno. I was going to say something before
Yeah, okay,
that,
fine.
so that I was trying to stop you so that
Okay,
we could do
go.
it. There was a movie of ancient long ago called The Brass Bottle, and it was all about a
It's like
man.
50s or something?
Yeah, in the 60s, yes, because I think I saw it in the theaters.
Wow.
Yes, Burl Ives played the genie. And basically this guy finds a bottle, he opens it, and then his life is chaos. And it had a lesser known actress, Barbara Eden, playing the girlfriend of the poor witless man whose life is suddenly turned entirely upside down because he found the genie and
And
left the
for
genie
those of
unharmed.
us as old as we are, you hear the name Barbara Eden, you hear the name Jeannie, and immediately think of?
I Dream of Jeannie. And she was in a lamp, not in the bottle. Wasn't she?
She was in a lamp. A
Ah.
brass lamp.
Okay, so these are
And
why...
Tony
yes,
was
her master.
wasn't Tony Stark, I don't think.
No, his name was Tony, but that was his first name.
Yep.
But yeah, so these are the tropes we were trying to pull from too. And so the bottle would have been very appropriate, and we would have been able to use, these jokes about I Dream of Jeannie and things like that, but we couldn't.
But I was talking about the prophecy.
You were.
So, there is this prophecy. This is the unreliable
Witness.
And in this case, Atavis has gotten hold of this prophecy, and he's pieced together from probably multiple sources the best version of it he can. And he has then put his interpretation on each line. So he determined, you're obviously the hero that is the one destined to find the thing, etc. And there was this thing about he who waits behind. He said that was weird. He says, okay, I will trap the hero there, then the hero will be he who waits behind. Prophecy fulfilled. Yay, we're good. But there was another meaning to he who waits behind. And that was the one who was left behind when this place was sealed. As you put the ring on your finger, you twist it a bit to see its design. Sort of like polishing a brass lamp. Uh-oh, I shouldn't cover it. And it's a very silly-looking gin. Genie.
I will grant you 3 wishes, O Master of the Ring. What is it that you wish?
1,000,000 more wishes. I want to save the game. Up. Save game. Up. I still can't type it. Save. G-A-M-E. There we go. We will replace this with 3 wishes, which is always the traditional number. All right, wish for more wishes. This is the one thing that the basic fantasy story and D&D trope that greed does not pay. Up. Wish for wishes. Well, I'll try, Master of the Ring. Here goes.
By my magic, may it be done. Guess I can't grant you that wish. Sorry.
Okay. Ask about wishes.
I can grant you 3 wishes by the power of the ring. I can get you anything you want, as long as it's health, prowess, or transporting you to Iblis.
Okay, what kind of prowess would we want? We could get more agility. We could get more lockpicking skill. It's still pretty bad. More climbing skill we might need. We might need both. Might need throwing and climbing.
Parry! Yeah. You can get 10 points in parry, yeah.
I could. Wish for climbing.
By my power, may you have the skill of 10 men!
You suddenly feel much more skilled.
Gee, it's so nice when my magic actually works.
Is
What
that a
your
little
next
old
wish?
lady, Jen?
I don't know, kind of looks like it.
What's your next wish? My climbing is now 119.
Wow.
Wish for throwing.
By the power, may you have a skill of 10 men! That's kind of a waste.
But when wish last, choose carefully. Okay, well now we're over 100 in both, whereas we sucked previously. I got 50 points of each, I believe. Wish for escape.
There will be no safety for anyone until Iblis is returned, Master. We must hurry and bring him back. By the name of Suleiman ben Daoud, the Binder, and by the power of he who waits behind, take us to Iblis.
That may not be the best place to go. Are you sure about that?
You should have asked about prophecy. I think that would have...
Oh, well, I saved, so we'll,
Wow, it worked. What do you know? My magic really worked. We're now in what you call Rasir. This is as close to Iblis as I could get. There's some powerful spells coming from that palace over there. We don't have much time. Oh, I could give me the Cedric. There is a soft whisper from the alleyway. Hero friend, what magic you have at your command? The underground is prepared to attack the palace. If you need to enter there, we will provide some distraction for you. However, we are almost ready, so you must hurry before you are caught in our battle.
Suddenly we remember that Sharaf had told us that the underground was going to attack the palace the following night. And a whole day has passed.
Took a little while to get to the Forbidden City.
The night is still young and day 30. It was day 29 before.
Cedric, absolutely not. The djinn is far more helpful than you
Sharaf
thought.
silently sneaks off. He's a rogue too. Okay,
Well, he's
so
a kata. All katas, it's a racial benefit. You get to sneak if you're a kata.
storming the palace.
Do you hear the people sing?
Sing the song of angry men. Restore. 3 wishes. Okay.
Okay.
Ask about
Prophecy.
he who waits behind.
No.
All right.
Yes.
Sound volume 5. Ask about prophecy.
The prophecy may have become a little bit garbled over the years, but the original went like this when Suliamon taught it to me.
Like what?
Come on. Yak it up.
Maybe I have to hit enter.
I don't know. Try again.
Try again. Prophecy.
Hey!
Game bug. Do you mind if I smoke?
Hey! Oh well, so a lot of dialogue.
Oh, that's why I didn't ask that. I knew it would screw up.
Okay.
Genie.
We genie are very great and powerful. Well, some of us are anyway.
Ask about Ifrit.
I've been in the ring so long I can't remember.
Ask about
Iblis.
Iblis.
Iblis was the most powerful of all jinn. 1,000 years and a year ago, he created a huge city here and tried to make all men bow before him. Suliamon summoned all the genie to his side, and with their power turned the city into Iblis's tomb. Then Iblis himself was caught and bound and became the statue you see here. I think it...
Gotcha. Same thing. All right. Well, that didn't work,
Yeah, the
so I'm
prophecy,
going to...
that's bad.
Yeah.
Has it always been broken?
Maybe.
It's rumored that the Sultan of Isfahan was in love with a cow, but I guess that was a long time ago.
Oh, Menzusi. All right. Restore. Let's just go back to the... past the dialogue.
Okay. Storming the castle.
And now I gotta change sound volume again. All right. Sneak. Got very quiet.
It did.
There's a eunuch up there. Oh, there's a blue flag. Look at a scarf, maybe? It's a scarf by the Harriman girl to show the way. Look, in general. This plaza faces the front of the Mirror's Palace. It is well guarded. Halt in the name of the law.
They weren't
Oops.
very sneaky enough.
Let's just stand here. Nobody don't notice us.
Yeah.
Guards to the gates. I guess we weren't sneaky enough.
Guess not.
Swarm of 5 guards come swarming out of the palace after you, all we could fit through on screen. You fight valiantly and desperately against overruling laws. Suddenly the genie cries.
No! Iblis is loose!
You and the guards turn as you hear a rumbling and crashing from inside the palace. Oh, maybe we'll get to see the end game. Yay! Oh, that's Iblis. I think we saw this scene a few weeks ago. They screwed up something.
Yes, but that was on Shakir.
And now it's over Rasir.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Totally different. Totally different.
It was more
animation.
useful. Cedric the Owl or Police Quest 2's Keith. The end of the world, as we know it.
Yes.
You did your best, but at best just wasn't good enough. Da 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 da. Something like that.
Stay in the shadows, I think. Keeps reason.
Ah, yes.
Turn down sound.
Maybe it needs to be 6, because that sounded awful quiet.
It did for that room. Yeah, I don't think Adavis maintained control. He was too arrogant. He is, and, you know, he thought he's always been, you know, egotistical. I think you need to be on the other side, don't you?
No, I think I need to be on this side.
Okay, why? It's the one farthest.
Because it mirrors.
Oh, okay, fine. You're better at this than I am. I'm not good at mirror.
Stop. Yeah. Is he far enough away? Let's wait. Use magic rope. Move deeper in the shadows, something to avoid the attention of the guards, I think.
Yeah.
It flashed off before I could read it.
Yep.
You there, halt! Guards, to me! Timing is everything. You chose the wrong time to get caught. You're being hauled back to the dungeon as time runs out. Well, I thought I timed it with him as far away as possible. I guess I have to do it while he's still on the thing going away, facing away. Do that or slow down animation. who wrote this stupid game and these stupid puzzles that weren't fair. This whole thing was really rushed. We were in a great hurry to try to get this game out for Christmas. Using reverse calendars that we did in the game industry, typically you would want the game to be done by July or August, so it can go into production, so you can ship it. Well, first it needs to be tested, but then go into production, make the 100,000 copies or whatever have been pre-ordered, and then ship them by slow, inexpensive freight to the distributor, who would then ship them out to stores, so that hopefully you would be on the shelves in all the stores before Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And otherwise, you missed Christmas. Well, this game was finalized in November and did miss the Black Friday, but they had to, express ship to get them in the stores before Christmas Day, which at least they did that. But it was very late, and that undoubtedly cost us some sales. I'm fond of talking about how, we're sticking with EGA. Okay. Use magic rope. Move deeper in the shadows to avoid the guards. Okay, he is just off screen. Let's see if we can get out of here before he gets up. You there, halt. No, that wasn't fast enough. Huh. So you'd think that would work. I guess I have to wait until he's halfway across.
Oh, by error.
Yeah. So this is supposed to be logical, and, the players are supposed to be able to figure out how to do it. And because this was rushed, all these endgame sequences were done really quickly at the last minute. Let's see what happens if I don't sneak.
Well, okay, well, we'll just be doing this again.
All right, now we'll sneak.
Always employ a more violent solution in dealing with the eunuch. The thiefly path is honestly the most complicated. I suppose makes sense since you're not brute forcing or using magic to shortcut, yes.
And he has to stop and show off and pick up his rope. That's still not in time. Wow. All right, where does that card have to be? Any of the speedrunners?
Brainiac says the thief is the most complicated.
Yeah, but it's just it's a timing puzzle, but I can't figure out the timing on it.
You sap the eunuch, I don't know.
Wait for the eunuch to pass again, heading right.
Ah.
I don't understand. Come
He
back to the
comes
beginning and pass again?
No, you watch it for a bit and watch the path. All right, because yes, this is supposed to be watching to see what's going on and who's there, or bop him with a dagger or force bolt. Yeah, really, I think we should bop him, but sap him. We should have a stealth. We should be able to do
he's
that.
spending an awful long time away.
I know it. There he goes. Poor eunuch. Everybody else gets to wear clothes, and he has to wear a diaper. And that's because he doesn't have anything down there. Okay, fine. Well, that isn't
Past
much
that
time
point,
here.
maybe I can do it here.
Yeah, I believe you could throw a dagger at him if you need to.
Shouldn't need to. If my hero wasn't
Seer
showing
does not
off...
support a Unix-based system.
I see. The robe, because I wouldn't want to leave that rope as a clue. And then, no, he's still getting us. Timing is everything, but the timing is unclear.
Golf clap.
Yes, I like the Unix-based system. Wait near the top of the rope for him to pass to the right. Oh,
thank you.
interesting. Anyway, we had a particular program in one of the scenes in the end game. I don't know if he did this one or not. I don't think so. Maybe I can just wait.
No.
You think start up now?
Yeah, you can climb, but just don't get up to the top. Can't you control that?
Yeah, he might not be able to see me if I'm behind.
Yes, that's what they're saying. Oh,
No, you can't control it.
You can't. It's auto.
You there, halt. Okay.
He said wait near the top of the rope for
But
him
it
to
doesn't
pass.
let me.
Okay.
It's automated.
You guys played this thing? You know.
You were too far up. Stop at like it didn't give me any control.
Well, probably. Yeah,
As soon as I started climbing, it took me all the way up.
Well, try just going. Try it again. It may be. It's going to do auto anytime you're near that blue top. So just go a little ways up. There. Whoop. Yeah. See, you could do that.
Okay, so I need to wait for him to come back to the beginning.
Might need to slow the game speed, maybe, but all right. Wait till he.
Slower animation minus.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. I think we need to wait for him to come back and head that way.
Like right when he's about here on the way back?
Yes. No, well,
That would be foolish.
when he's halfway to the next.
Halfway,
yes.
okay. Anyway, should give you better clues of what's going
Yes.
on. Like when he hits now?
Yeah. Quiet.
Yep, he's not looking this way.
Wait till he needs a diaper change. Yeah, I think that's the right thing.
Okay, so I do not like that, but it's...
Welcome, hero who aided Aisha. Quickly, you must hide before the eunuch passes. There, go behind the curtain.
Except he's coming this way.
No, he's going there.
I see. Look out at the hero keeps peeking out at the harem.
Yeah. The Dark One Adavis can be seen from the balcony off the next room. All are forbidden to watch what he is doing.
But we can watch the harem girls.
If you wish to watch him, you will need to sneak through the next room. We will try to aid you by distracting one of the eunuchs. Quickly, hide again.
So we automated
This is
the
my
hide.
favorite music in the whole game.
So I should turn it up.
I had this one on auto, or at least I had it on a cassette tape that would just, you know,
It seems like there's only high and low volume.
yeah.
This is the one who gave his clothes to Saisha.
How handsome he is. How strong his muscles are. Lucky Zaisha. If I had been her, clothes would not be the only thing we would have exchanged.
If you had been her or something, how his hair shines like sunlight.
Already, you moved
These are
for
too
him.
fast.
I know they are.
Let's go now before Abu the eunuch comes back. So we just casually stroll. Wait, a guard comes! Hide quickly. Okay, beyond it. There's an uprising in the city and the people are trying to break down the gate. You must watch out for strangers.
A stranger? In here? Whatever will we do? I can think of something. No stranger could possibly.
Did she say I can think of something?
Yes,
That's tough.
yes.
This is of course true. No one can get past me.
And perhaps you should go back to your watch.
We
Feel
feel
so safe. No
Oh,
stranger
I
would
did. That
dare
went off.
enter. Enter what? So yeah, I gave her the best line. Shh. Thank you for warning us. We will be very, very careful.
You know I will protect you.
Go before some stranger tries to sneak up upon the battlements.
Who would do that? There are guards below.
Go before Kaveen catches you away from your post.
Kaveen? Oh my. Hero, go behind the curtain. Abu returns.
And lips made for kissing. And a tongue made for
For what?
Nawar. 3 games later, I'd marry her.
Quickly, go to the doorway and
Sneak
sneak
into the other room. Couldn't he stay longer? He just got here. Right. Go now, hero, before we all get caught. Farewell. Good luck. Come back soon. Perhaps later tonight?
And the next night, and the night. Such stories we could tell you.
Such tales we could make.
Speaking of making tales,
Your mind is always on that end.
if the means justify.
Justify it. Careful, it is very dangerous out there. May fortune favor you and may you go before you get caught. I did like,
Ah, there he is, blowing a kiss. I was going to say kiss Nawar. Go quickly, hide in the room, and I will distract Hajib at the table. I can't save. No. Brothers, a stranger, help! Quickly discover the fact they're overweight, the unit guards know how to fight. So they start to drag you away, you hear the genie scream. Okay, and I had no place in there where I could save.
use your sneak hero. You need to sneak in there too.
I know, but it didn't let me move.
You need to sneak
I had no control.
coming in. First time I played Quest for Glory 2, it was a remake, and it was also the first time I got rickrolled. I was very confused. I'll bet rickrolling is not... Ah, we have to try this again. I didn't think we'd get this far.
So,
Bad luck. The rickroll is a 1 to 75 chance for
Oh,
any
there's-
poetry reading or cata dance.
there's a rare chance in the remake where sitting down to listen to Omar's poems gets you Rick Astley.
I see. That's something. And of course, nobody's going to understand the reference to that one anyway.
Not when we made the game, and I don't know
so
when was.
Rick was... I mean,
the
Rick
90s,
rolling
wasn't it?
was afterwards, though. The Rick rolling technique didn't happen till the internet. Yeah, I could never get it again, huh? Go.
So this part's automated. The next room is under player,
This was supposed to be under player control
Right.
too, but it didn't.
but it wasn't working out. So the next room is under player control, and in the initial version, the programmer who put it together chose a particular path through the room, and if you adhered to that path, you were safe. And if you made any slightest deviation from it, you got caught. I'm missing all of Newar's great lines.
I know. Well, all of them are saucy, actually.
I like this one.
Oh, when he's hype, yes, I like him. I love how he flashes his grin. Yes.
And the three of them all stand up to block him.
The song was from 87, really?
So it could have been worked in this game.
Huh. Yeah, but the Rickroll concept was far in the future, yes. It had to come to the internet to give the Rickroll. Lips made for kissing. And a tongue made for... Hey, heart. Ah, in 1990, if you wanted to get rickrolled, you could turn on any pop radio station.
For those not familiar with the Arabian Nights, the idea of having the eunuchs was that they were the guards for the harem, therefore they would not be tempted by the women.
And of course, eunuchs means they were castrated.
Yes.
So they had nothing. to offer these women. In internet terms, it's
Exactly.
ages. Such tales we could make. Speaking of tales, you're
Careful, it's very dangerous out there. Close a kiss.
All right.
Okay, now hide in the room. Let's see if we can
You're
save.
still on hands
Sneak.
off.
Yeah, I am hands off. Not that way, Master. You'll be seen. So they have us automatically sneaking.
Okay.
Anyway, so a couple of our programmers took over this code and very quickly rewrote it so that it is basically assisted rather than the player having to follow the exact path.
Ah!
He crawls over to the table. I mean, this is what a wise hero would do. Fortunately, this guy is not paying attention.
He's asleep. Yeah.
Not yet, Master. You will be seen. Okay, because I started to move. Now. But I might well get caught because... Nope, they let me out. So, this became... There. You...
Over there! Iblis is in the center of the ritual chamber with the last candle lit. Iblis will be loose. Let's go get him.
Ha! I can save here!
Yay!
Which is a good thing.
That's... Wow. We'll be able to end this game today. Even if it is 4:22.
I don't know, 8 minutes to do this whole end game.
How many mistakes can we make?
A candle, Iblis will get free. We're overusing this magic rope.
It's supposed to be used.
You glance down, you shiver for a moment, knowing that it's a long way down and there is no net. Fortunately, we practiced with the guy in the plaza and completed his challenge. So now all we have to do is that same thing without stumbling.
Okay. Yes, this thief ending always seemed the coolest to me out of the three. Yes. We could also use this rope sequence. Is much easier than that other. Oh, yes, it is. Although I do like the mage ending. So in this version of the endgame, Kaveen doesn't show up. This was changed by AGDS for the remake. That was entirely their idea.
Uh-oh. I have to go back
We
to
were
balance.
planning to.
So this is the same as the thing you did in the plaza, except that you don't have to go back to balance quite as often. But I did have to do one step back because I was about to fall.
No, we really wanted the end games to be totally different, so the consequences of failure are greater.
This could take me
This
8
is
minutes
true.
just to climb this rope.
It could, true. Yeah, yes, failing here is bad idea. It was a good one. I like the thief pulling the classic cut the rope move on Kaveen.
We did that.
I don't know. I didn't know that.
And try cut rope. Let's see. Cannot type.
No, you have to get across.
All I can do is... There's only one candle left! Do something! Do you do it from here? Or do you have to get on the...
Oh, in the remake. Oh, interesting. Well, the rope's magic ran out after the thief crossed. While
Careful,
Kaveen-
Master. There's some sort of spell behind the pillars. It won't let magic or anything alive get through from the outside. And so somehow, we've got to stop the last candle from being lit. Which candle is not lit? You have used the last magic of the rope. That candle? Or do you have to target it?
I think you have to target it. This must be the forward one.
This is the unlit
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
No! After 70 years! No! You! I think you made him angry, Master. Better duck.
Duck.
Now let's save. Sneak.
No.
Save.
Duck where? Duck soup.
I'll overwrite the last one I did. That's breaking the rule. Duck.
Yep.
Duck in time. Okay, let's see if I save so late that I can't
Can't do
do it
this,
in
yes.
time.
Iblis can only be released on this night. Only released and controlled on this night.
I think we're already too late.
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
Ah, there we go. I have violated the first
Yes.
rule of adventuring. Never overwrite your save
Right.
when you might be about to
Yes.
die.
Yes.
And I just did that, so I have to go all the way
You
back.
did the thing that you must not do. Yes, indeed. You did the thing.
Do we have a reversal spell? Cast reversal. Maybe I just have to move left? No. Okay, did I screw myself?
You did.
I violated the rule.
You did.
I could go all the way back to storming the palace.
Well,
Let's see if we, I warned you! You fell for it. Okay. When he says duck, you better duck. I don't think duck is used anywhere else in the game, so I didn't know that was a command. Oh, look where we are.
Yep, of course. That was storming the castle. Great, Corey.
You did the thing you must not do.
He did.
That's the only time I've done it. That is the only time I've done that.
This game is swift to punish, yes.
We have to sit through the whole dialogue again.
Yes, you will. You'll have to click through it fast. I do have the text for Iblis's release. The events that transpire seem to take place in slow motion. From the statue erupts a cloud of inky smoke which begins to take shape, growing arms at the end of twisted claws, and hideous face that bears a triumphant, malevolent grin. The specter races into the night sky, developing gashes of electric blue to replace the light of the stars as it grows. The ground shakes violently as bolts of lightning descend upon the city and beyond. The floor beneath your feet cracks, the columns holding up the roof buckle, and the land of Shapir begins to enter the past tense. As you think of the horrific death soon to be visited upon your friends, your enemies, and every living creature under the desert sun, you draw the barest sliver of consolation as watching as the multitude of his error dawns upon Adavis.
The magnitude of his error.
Magnitude, all right. And then you are crushed by a falling chunk of marble. My first playthrough, I didn't go get the
Sapphire pin. I had to reload before that.
Oh God, that was terrible. I think
that's called Dead Man Walking in his sloppy game design.
Or at least sloppy programming. Yes.
Well, what you're supposed to do is just make it clear to the player he needs to do that.
Yeah. Yes.
Kaveen, oh my. George Takei's.
I know though. Much later.
Right.
Yes.
Much later.
Much later. You can
But
still get
Starcrackers
out of
before
that
this.
cell without the pin. I thought you could.
Ooh, I went through the curtain.
Yeah, you clicked through.
Which is probably actually reasonable.
Uh-huh.
The idea here is the hero is ogling all the
As a
arm
thief,
girls.
you search around and found a rusty nail that you could use as a lockpick.
Ah,
I always enjoyed the idea of a dead end. You can get out of the cell. Good. I'm glad. The next, such stories, such tales we can make. You could kill the sound too if you can. I think if your communication skill is high enough, you could also convince Sharaf you're a good guy without the pin, maybe. Less important than having a way out of the cell. I do need to run to check it out.
anyway, so this is halfway player control and halfway choreographed.
Can you get the pin without having to complete Quest for Glory 1 and importing the character in the second game? Yes, because you're already considered a friend. Choreographed. Corey.
I see. Except I didn't do it. I think Larry Scott.
Yes, but that's the point.
Okay, let us replace this bad save game with a good one.
4:30 p.m. just about on time. I know. Not gonna happen if we don't hurry and he doesn't screw up.
You shiver for a moment. Let's see if I keep hitting my forward arrow if I fall. If I hit the up arrow or the down arrow. Yep, you can fall if you, your life passes before... Nice of you to drop in. Your life passes before your eyes, or is it just the other buildings? As you're about to become Street Pizza, maybe a Street Pizza Elemental. Let's hope you saved your game recently. That's rude. Game out of autosave for you. We should discover at that point that we have an autosave. Nope.
Street pizza that time, not road nachos. Yes, yes. We did have several words for it. Still never defeated the pizza elemental. Well, neither have we. Let's hope you didn't overwrite your precious save recently. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you can muck with this. I didn't realize. I thought we were. Yeah, this is supposed to be easier than the other guys, but.
And remember, I added 50 points to climbing skill.
That's true. It's a good thing.
I kind of knew this was coming.
Well, you could have put it to agility, which would have happened.
I figured climbing and throwing are the two critical things
Street
in this
tacos
scene.
or something else entirely. Ah, okay.
So the two things I did not practice enough during the game is what I used it on.
Okay, good.
Okay, so I am just hitting the left arrow over and over again. And Hero looks like he's flailing, but he's keeping his balance.
Right.
And that could be because the skill is high.
No, it's because it made this more forgiving.
We've used the last magic of the rope. Okay, now we will save under a different slot.
Trial by fire.
Something early on. I'll try. Well, I don't know. Post poetry. Ceremony. I don't know.
Just do it.
Candle.
You want to get out of here.
Candle. Throw. Dagger. Why is there a dagger instead of a knife? Oop. Oh, I threw that accurately.
Oh.
You. Duck. Missed. Let's get him, Master. Go over the other pillar where you can get back at that wicked old human. Other pillar here, maybe, to the right. Better steer clear, boss. This one's big. Duck. Not fast enough. Okay, so...
Your games were a big part of my childhood. It's really fun to watch you play my favorite one. Well,
Badly?
yeah, badly. It makes you feel a lot better, doesn't it? When you had all that trouble playing a stupid game.
Okay, so now I am going to change the animation
And
speed
to
slower. And I'm going to duck.
You got to do this. You have to throw dagger.
Oh, throw. Nope.
But I don't have 100 bits. Yes.
Throw. Dagger. Give me a fair amount of leeway for that.
After 70 years, no, you. Go to the left.
The left?
Or right.
Duck.
Yeah, left.
Well, I was going to the right. You said go left.
Okay, yeah,
Did you mean it?
Yeah, I did.
I warned you.
Oh well. All right.
Okay, so no, I had to go to the right.
I don't think I could do better if I started a new game. Well, you
The
know.
problem is that Lori is a little bit left-right challenged.
No, I thought you could go
I was
left.
going to the right.
Yeah.
Throw.
Throw dagger.
Dagger. Throw candle. I almost tried.
Uh huh.
We are 30 years older than 35 years older than when we made this game, so our reflexes are not necessarily as
Right. I
good.
don't think.
Except that we sucked at these.
Yes,
At
this is not. All right. Try to get to the other.
duck. That was too soon. I'm trying to get to the other pillar, but
Yeah, you are.
I shall destroy you. Duck. Maybe too late. It was.
Yeah, well, let's see if I could start and finish before you. Yeah, really.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Let's try throw knife. Oh, it's a synonym for dagger. And I'm in the general vicinity of the candle. Was close enough.
You will pay. Hey, Adavi's deciding to split the check after dinner.
I see. They didn't give us any time between those.
And you're no longer on slow animation, for one thing, I think.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it does either. Alright, now duck. Because he's a bad aim. Yeah. Okay. Move quickly.
Can't move quickly.
I know.
I warned you, no stepping forward. He told us there was a magic spell behind there, so I did a step forward and that was not allowed.
Okay.
Well, this is interesting. So if we had actually tested our game, we probably would have said,
How about throw dagger at Adavi's?
oh, let's do that. Throw dagger.
We'll do it the candle first, though.
What? Oh, there's only one candle left. Do something. You can't get a good shot at Adavis
Yes,
from where you are.
okay.
Uck.
Duck. A duck. You can't just repeat the previous command.
I probably could have. Not now. Get to the pillar. I do this one little stumble step at a time.
You still sneaking? I don't know if we are or not.
I don't think so.
I think this is just a movement for this. Space is what you use to repeat previous. Thank you. We're almost there. After so many decades, there is a slight sense of justice seeing you have the same trouble.
Not now. Get to the pillar.
We're almost there.
I shall destroy you.
You're good at ducking for somebody who's never ducked before. Throw Knickerbocker.
Is that the best you can do, little man? What if we throw it at the Iblis thing? I thought there was a brazier in here.
You're gonna die. Nice of him to announce his attacks. Yeah.
Okay, well, that was closer.
If he talks, you duck.
Yes. I said I'd destroy the world before I restored.
Yeah, okay, fine.
It
It is a brazier coming from the other direction. Yes, it's the other direction. I do remember that one. I remember this room mostly from the other perspective.
Right, because we always play. I always played as a
Yeah.
magic user. I never played as a
So
thief.
it seems strange to come from this. Must be hidden behind a column. Yeah. Yeah, it's occluded by the column.
This is what passes for a arcade game by people that really didn't know how to make arcade games.
Could be. Slow animation time.
Ha!
Oh,
Best falls. Let's find a really early save to write over. Mission from Dinar Sod. Replace.
I've never
Very
used
imagine.
these other than here, so.
I just winged him.
You have to duck. Too late. You had to duck as soon as.
As soon as you said anything.
Yes.
Well, who programmed this thing anyway? Control V.
At least we're learning our commands finally.
I shall destroy you. No, I didn't have time.
Guess you saved at the wrong point.
I don't think so.
Go back to slow animation too.
No, it's the turning off the sound I don't have time to do.
No, because he hasn't said anything yet. All right, now he does.
Now we come up and die. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so you must not duck early or you come up too soon. I was just trying to turn the volume down. Control V8.
Why are you using knife? I mean, really.
The timing here is weird. So I try different things.
This action is very timed, yes. Oh, I shall destroy you. Oh, let me make it easier for you. I'll stand.
No. You gave me no time to do that.
Yeah. That was just probably wrong. It seems to be pretty random.
I hit the Iblis statue. Didn't work.
No?
There was not time to do it.
Alright.
So maybe that was saving at the wrong time. Doesn't seem like it should be, though.
Didn't work once. Why would it work again?
Because you hit him the first time, it just wasn't enough.
Ah. Thank you, Master. Now I can take Iblis back to his tomb where he'll be safe for another 1,000 years and a year.
I'll probably have to do the end music, so only turned down 10.
And he's gone. And what do you know? We did it. Oh,
Oh, by the way,
I knew I would remember it. The real prophecy is 1,000 years and a year,
Oh, let me
so
read
shall
that.
Iblis be caught.
in the tombstones of the city where he and I once fought, until moonlight has been captured twixt the scorpion and drake, then comes a hero from the north, in ancient power's wake.
Led by and followed by the Dark One, guide to deceit and despair, passing through the trial by fire, trials of water, earth, and air, passing through the door unopened, barrier that yields to none. By the name of Suleiman, so shall this be done.
My name.
Come at last into betrayal, and to he who waits behind. Seek you then to capture Iblis, ere he rises unconfined. Ere shall come the night eternal, darkness overshadows light, unless a hero seeks the darkness and restores the wrongs to right.
As we did many times.
Bye-bye, Master. It's been fun.
I want to type thanks, but it won't allow me. With the help of the slave woman Maison, you found the Emir Ali hiding in his bedroom. With your urging and a few sharp remarks from Maison, the Emir swore he would restore the city. By the first light of dawn, the Emir Ali al-Din Hassan ordered all fighting to cease and proclaimed the evil rule of Atavis and Kavin to be over. As the Emir began an incredibly dull speech, you slipped away to complete your quest. You stand beside the cracked ears.
And dry fountain in the Receiver's Plaza of the Fountain. You hold your hands, the water skin containing the water elemental that you captured so long ago in Shapir. The elemental, under your command, is released into the
Like a
fountain.
true adventurer, anything that isn't nailed down, you might need some time later.
You could throw dirt out of these and get a small Easter egg dialogue. That's interesting.
Well, we'll have to try that sometime now. We get the
You
save game.
stare in wonder at the magical transformation.
Powerful
of the-
transformation.
Doesn't matter what I say, it was the same meaning, yes. That's how I read. Oh, and look!
It summoned a flying carpet.
Yes. Was your plan to have every game end with a prophecy? No, it just works well. The Sultan personally sent me to return you to the palace.
Do you mean I could have taken a magic carpet instead of that stupid caravan?
The palace of the Sultan.
Of course, we don't know how long it took to fly
Gesture,
there.
thou shalt stand before the Sultan. Harun al-Rashid may he live forever. Will anyone speak for the stranger from the north? We will speak for Jester. We are Shabin and Shima, keepers of the Kata's Tell Inn. When the Kata were driven from Rasir, we journeyed to the Northland in search of a hero.
We met Jester.
Through his courage and skills, he restored the Baron's son and daughter and banished the wicked Baba Yaga. Became hero of Spielberg.
He journeyed back with us to Shapir. Here he defeated the elementals of fire, air, earth, and water to save our city.
He is a true hero.
Who will speak for this hero of Spielberg?
I shall speak for Jester. I am the Enchantress Aziza. This man of his own free will went into the desert and sought the plant woman Julinar.
It was actually just an accident we met her.
Through his kindness and compassion, he allowed Julinar to forget the pain and suffering of her past and to face life again with joy. Thankfully, we'll never have to hear from Baba Yaga again. This man is a true hero.
Who will speak for this man of compassion? I see his.
I will speak for Jester. I am Zaisha, daughter of the Emir Ali ad-Din Hazan. In order to escape the repression of my homeland Rasir, I asked the stranger for aid. At the risk of his own life, he helped me escape from the city. He is a true hero.
Who will speak for this man of courage?
Gronk!
Each one echoes the previous one.
Yes.
Then let him have a voice. He offered a spell potion, which was prepared for Harik for this occasion. When Alavis transformed me into a Saurus, I lost all hope of returning to my own form. Gronk. Yet this man showed me his courage, kindness, and honor, and I knew that Jester would restore me. Gronk. Who will speak for this man of honor?
The Sultan will speak.
I am Harun al-Rashid, Sultan of the land of Shapir. I am the poet Omar, teller of tales for all to hear, by the words which have been spoken, by the deeds that have been done. I proclaim this man a hero. I now call this man my son. So he reveals his secret identity at last.
I had to be specially prepared since Sarai lack hair / fur.
Oh well.
You had to get the hair from,
Feather.
his
Stars,
from
feathers.
Rasir.
Oh, stars.
Yes. Congratulations. 433 points out of 500 possible points. Yes.
What did we miss?
I don't know. K-Dubs, just subscribe to the Prime for 22 months.
Oh, thank you,
very
K-Dubs.
much. I spent the last hour trying to figure out how to watch on streaming when I could have been here the whole time. Glad I could catch the end.
Not already done so.
Oh, well.
We encourage you to play Quest for Glory 2 again with the other two character types. Many of the puzzles are different and follow alternate solutions. In the meantime, you're already a winner!
Please insert a writable disk into your floppy drive. All you who have your floppy drives, yes.
A colon.
Yeah, well.
Could not create file. Let's try to change it.
Oh, well.
No.
All right. Thank you all. See you again in Shadows of Darkness.
What
There
happened?
it is. There it is.
No, we'll probably go to.
Art and animation.
Have we
You
already
get
done?
it at the
Have
end.
we already done?
Mr. Science for Jerry Moore.
Okay, well it is
Cheryl
4:51,
Lloyd.
and I have a rate at
Yes,
5.
I know. So we have
So,
to go.
I will actually.
Only as Whitney.
I'll let this keep running. You can chat.
Sure, okay, fine.
But
Well,
don't
you
back
can't-
into my
I know,
bookshelf.
I gotta get you out of here. All right, fine. Yes, I'll be at the candy machine, says Desi. Has anyone got change for $1, says Dean. Tamara says Velcro Mama. Harry McLaughlin was the Joyzy boy. I don't even remember him. Let's see. Programming. Owner, graduate, and sole employee of the Famous Adventurers. And Mark Wilden did the alleys and plazas desperately needed. And Brian Hughes did all the fun stuff. Jerry Shaw was straightforward. Robert Lee Mallory, yeah, okay. And he came from QA. And you want me to work how much? Yes, and then Robert Heitman, who really was, our mentor for most of this stuff. Mark Seberg did all the music. Yes, indeed. Corey has an appointment for rating. Yes, he does. Chris Berman did a lot of the music for this, and including that harem song, which was my favorite. There's the people who actually were the system's programmers. And so as the moon moves slowly through the starry sky above the mountains in the desert of Shapir, our hero bids a fond adieu to his latest set of adventures and miserable puns. Where will the road lead next? I wonder. But wait, there's more to come in the next thrilling saga of Quest for Glory by Lori and Corey. Quest for Glory 3, Shadows of Darkness. Look at that moon. Ooh, scary stuff. Can't wait for that third installment. Yep, indeed. But that third installment is going to be changed, yes. When does it come out? A little sooner. Let's see. Yes, so that was Trial by Fire. Congratulations. We actually made it through.
I'll have to go in it again and save the character next time.
Okay. So, at any rate, thank you very much for
Thanks,
showing
everyone,
up.
for
Let's
coming.
go into the webcam for a second.
Yep.
Corey can be in. I can't, because I can't get out of this thing. How do you get
Alt tab.
Alt tab? All right, that
Oh,
worked.
that worked.
That worked.
Webcam.
All right, webcam. Just so we could say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye.
Time to say goodbye.
Thank you all for showing up.
So nice to see y'all.
Yes, was
We'll
fun.
be back in 2 weeks. 2 weeks
We
is
will.
sometime in April.
Yes,
Is it
it
the
will be
8th,
April.
maybe?
Yes, it'll be April.
April. Oh, not this
You
one.
can't do that one. You have to do that one.
That's silly.
I know.
It is April the 5th.
April
April
5th.
5th, we'll be back.
Okay. We shall
So-
see you then.
Yay, we got
Wages
through
of
it.
War was the first one I played. Good. That'll be entertaining. Yes, we will.
Have we done Wages of War? Not for a year or two?
Not for a year or two. That'll
Okay,
be
well,
next.
we'll do that. Anyway, we must say goodbye.
Choo choo.
I can say